messed up. You guys didn't like share anything with me. It was like you could just, well, we will, like we will share it with you. It's just that, what can I tell you? We just kind of already did it. So anyhow, what we're gonna do though, with the title that we have here, which is well, yours is different than mine. I kind of like yours too, though. I came up with honoring your past without being stuck there.
Mhm.
It is relatively a generic title for what we're doing here on the members only, simply to meet the need of the algorithm. But in actuality, by discussing what either a podcast is or everything else that you're doing for your brand, it's essentially about a brand that we're talking
Yeah.
about, but it's dissecting someone's life or their social media platform so that we use that information to really honor your past. And you're not stuck there because you're constantly thinking of new ideas. For example, what you told me
Exactly.
when we first started talking, what's the new idea? The new idea is the whole avatar thing. I'm sitting there, I'm smiling from ear to ear. Even when you were telling me, I was going like, hey, that is really cool.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. And the more you implement creative ideas like that, and as we talked about earlier, you're
Mhm.
setting up these portals to gather information from the public, or in other words, feedback, which
Yeah.
feeds your desire and technically need in the long run
Mhm.
to have fresh new content.
Yeah.
So in the past, everybody would just have to go write a book.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
everybody says, oh, I rate the book
Mhm.
and this is what great about the book. Then they take that information to go write another book. Well,
Yeah.
it's almost like those days are gone. The
Mm.
new way now is through AI. You create a avatar or essentially a portal that people
Yeah.
come in and feedback and interact with. And then in turn, you turn right around and go like, thank you for the information. It's
Yeah.
like, thank you for the information.
Yeah, 'cause
Now,
it
if you,
creates a bubble.
yes, yes, but and it's a
And
controllable one
yeah,
that's yours. It's not
yeah.
like through a publishing company or
No.
anything else, or through Paxton or somebody else, some other entity. It's
Yeah.
yours, like what you're structuring,
Mm.
and people don't even know you're structuring stuff.
No.
And because this is not 2020 anymore. It's not 2020 to 2024. It was all about, okay, I got a podcast and I'm coming on. I'm telling
Mhm.
everybody what I think. No, a lot of people don't recognize that's gone like that because of
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah.
Now, what people want is, it's like, I want human interaction, but I really don't. I just want you people to
Mm.
give me an answer because I can go get
Yeah.
it myself from ChatGPT or Google. In other words,
Exactly.
I don't even really need to watch NATV or I don't need to do anything because I can go get it myself. I
Mm.
just don't have the time. So
Yeah.
we're filling that need by understanding their need. And and
Exactly.
and the need that people have is they need information and they don't have
Mhm.
time. They
No.
need information that fits within the time that they have.
Exactly.
And because we don't know everybody, we can't figure out what everybody's time is. We just got to tell them
That'd be a
at this
nightmare.
time of the day, kind of like a doctor, you need
Mhm.
to come into my office or
Yeah.
come into my stream. At
Mm.
this time of the day or this time of the night, you need to come into my stream. It's like when we were talking the other time and said, hey, let's do a midnight show. It's like,
Yeah.
because I know
We
it
should
works.
so do
I've
that,
done
by the
it. I've
way.
totally done it. And it's really cool.
Yeah.
You get the strangest, but you get a lot of cool people
Yeah.
that are like totally loyal because
Mm.
they're up at night working.
Yeah. Like
And
I
not,
was last
my
night.
midnight's not your midnight, so it's different
Oh.
people. Yeah, so it's like if I did it at once on California time and then we did it on your time,
Mhm.
we're gonna meet some totally different but exactly same
Yeah.
people. They're
Yeah.
totally the same people. They're just in different parts of the world,
Yeah,
and
that'd be
and
amazing.
their challenges are totally different than what
Yeah,
people are challenged with during the day.
that's true.
So their content is different.
Mm.
What they emotionally are struggling with or going through is totally different.
Yeah.
So one book, if we were publishers or we were people who were authors and wrote a book, one book is
Mhm.
not gonna that's not gonna help them.
No.
They still got other questions. And that's why live streaming is the key. That's why
Yeah.
YouTube is so big about, you can go make a video and get it all dolled up and post it, but
Mhm.
nothing beats having somebody come into your quote unquote office to get their questions
Mm.
answered. And that is
That's
essentially
true.
what you're setting up. You're setting up to be able where all three of your YouTube channels, because a lot of people are scared to have one YouTube channel and don't know
Yeah.
what they're doing. But when you're able to have multiple channels,
Mm-hmm.
that means you have a pretty good idea of what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
But what's unique about you, because you're under 30, you're in a position to challenge literally gender gaps that can
Yeah.
happen. People can have
Mm-hmm.
challenges in one not gender, I meant to say age gaps, but technically gender gaps too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're in that position and you could
Mm.
decide, okay, is Life with Gemma Blythe going to tackle this, or is this going to tackle this? Is this going to tackle this? And what am I going to do with the
I love
newsletter
having
thing?
that decision though,
No, that's
because it
why.
means that
Yeah,
nothing's stuck in one
no,
place.
you're not boring.
Exactly.
There's no room to become boring.
No.
We can get excited about talking about something, but the
Mhm.
audience could go like, I'm bored. I just went to 6 other channels and heard the same
Yeah.
thing. And
Yeah.
we could get excited and go like, well, I'm presenting something though that happened to me. And the audience is going
Mhm.
like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I have to go feed my child.
Mhm.
Tell me something that answers this problem. When
Mm.
I go to try to feed my child, I get overwhelmed with emotions that this is just bigger than me.
Yeah.
In other words, they have something that, yes, they can be sympathetic about your story, but
Mhm.
I don't care, is what the audience is saying.
Yeah.
That's why that's why that video only gets so many views. It could be an
Mhm.
amazing story of recovery or rebuilding or whatever it may be, but to the
Mhm.
audience, they go like, I just heard 27 channels do the same thing.
Yeah.
I just heard 30 women do the same thing.
Mhm.
How bad their ex was.
Mhm.
Because I'm watching more videos than you're giving me. You're giving me this one video and thinking it should transform somebody. And the audience is going like, for the 6 months, I just saw so many people say the same thing.
Mhm.
How I overcame blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And they're going like, I don't have a YouTube channel. I just want to know how to overcome this right now. So what we
Exactly.
talked about before the cameras came on is essentially the way to do it the way you're talking about doing it.
Yeah.
And if anybody's watching this and going like, well, what did you guys talk about? I can't do that because it's her brand, it's her stuff. So it's private, it's her stuff. And so, but what she's achieving to do, everybody, and if you're wondering, honoring your past without being stuck there, I touched on it, but I really didn't go into detail. What are we doing here? Why are we having this? Because I'm going to spend more time showing people and talking with people about their brands so that you can watch it if you're a member of the channel. Or tell your friends who have brands for
Mhm.
$5.99, they can come, and instead of paying hundreds of dollars to find out about your brand, you could watch me beat up, work with somebody else. I saw you roll your eyes and work with somebody else that I would normally be doing in private.
Yeah.
So and of course we'll do other things like I do with Susie and Crystal and Claudetta, in which they're making content to put into their Patreon. And by the way, don't sleep on that, everybody. Okay. Patreon took a hit for a while, but it's a nice way if you're just getting started in YouTube to make some
Mhm.
money without trying to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. You do not need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Where's the camera? You don't need that to make 10, 25 grand a month, whatever it may be. You got to decide. If you want to just pay your phone bill through YouTube, it can be done.
Mhm.
You can make content. The key is, I told you I look really weird in this hat. I just really looked at it. I got a bad hair day, everybody. The key is making sure that you answer a specific question. It doesn't matter about your
Mhm.
it's a concern, but it doesn't matter about your description. It doesn't matter about this or that or whatever you can think of. What matters is make a video that somebody can use. It's that simple. Don't make a video where you're trying to be perfect or you're overthinking it or overly aware on this or that. Make a video that people can use to answer a specific question. And so what you got going on with, what was the name of the girl? What's the one
Annie.
Annie. Okay.
Mm.
It's a really good idea. Seriously. It's really, and that's what I find intriguing about it. You always come up with these really cool ideas. I just go like, dude, man, I wish I had her brain when I was that age. I was too busy doing other stuff. But that is going to open up your AI avatar. I call it AI character or personality that you created is going to
Yeah.
make it's for Imperfect TV, right? That
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Imperfect TV Network.
That's gonna make it work. The title you gave for your channel was looking what? Looking. You told me and I forgot already.
I know, and then, like, we went off topic, and then I forgot too. So, it's
we always go off topic
yeah,
because
that's true.
that's right. Or as what's his name? Gary Vaynerchuk. It's a guy. You guys go take a look at him. If not, send me a message and I'll send you his stuff. He goes, "We're never off topic if we're talking about how to get better." So
Oh, that's so
so
true.
if you're talking about getting better, there is no one topic.
No.
Just
So, mine was looking to the past without getting stuck there.
okay. So why did you pick that title? I know it's similar to what I'm doing. I know we talked about that, but why did you pick that title? Now, remember, we're going to go down this road of brands and other stuff. Okay. So why
Yeah.
did you pick that title?
Because everything I do is fueled by the past, but I'm not getting stuck there anymore.
Right. And what's important, part of the reason I picked the title is because, of
Mhm.
course, it fits with the algorithm. Because remember, anytime you come to YouTube, talk to the computer first.
Yeah.
If you can't sell it to a computer
Mhm.
and the computer doesn't buy in to move it out to the public, you're done.
That's so true.
You can sit there and go, oh, okay, I got to put a call to action. Okay, do I have the right colors? Is my banner right? You can sit there and do all that you want. But if the computer doesn't buy in that what you're
Mhm.
selling or what you're offering is good for the audience, the 7 different types of audiences that YouTube has, you're done. You just totally wasted your time.
Yeah.
You can buy the right mic. You can have the right look. You can get the right
Mhm.
shirt. And do I wear this color when I do it? Do I this? I get asked all kind of things, and I have to
Mhm.
sit and I have to listen and I have to sit. And all I want to say is, you're not getting this. This is not Instagram. This
Exactly.
is television.
Mhm.
If you're boring, if you're trying to be where it just seems like it's perfect and this is the way it should look, you're done.
Yeah.
You could just forget it.
Mhm.
Go get your money back for your mic. Go take your headphones back. You've just wasted your time. Go on.
Exactly.
Would you say go on and be like Imperfect TV? Just
Yeah.
go on.
Yeah.
Just go on and
Mhm.
just keep going and just keep going and just keep going. Don't
Yeah.
sit and think, is my hair right? I don't look the way I used to. I gained weight or I lost weight. Don't forget it
No.
all. YouTube does
That's
not
the
care.
comparison
It's
side of
yes,
things.
and that's Instagram. That's when
Yeah.
person is stuck in Instagram
Mhm.
world and Facebook world.
Yeah.
They're constantly thinking of that. And
Mm.
both of those 2 platforms owned by Meta are going nowhere. And
Mhm.
so is everybody on it. That's why they always trying to give you Instagram hacks because they're going nowhere. You're not going to find
Yeah.
a bunch of YouTube hacks because YouTube is really simple.
Mhm.
It is so simple it's complicated. It
That's
literally is,
very true.
right?
Yeah.
It is no, I remember some of the things you told me when we first met. And I was going like, girl, you got skills. I don't know what you're talking about. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Some people come on and they ain't got no skills.
Mm.
Because they are overthinking it.
Yeah.
It's about creation or making
Mhm.
content behind the scenes than delivering it. And the
Yeah.
more you do it, the quicker you get at delivering it.
Mm.
And the quicker you get at delivering it, you make money.
Yeah.
You will get so good at giving it to the public, they are stuck. They're going like, I'm
Mhm.
addicted to this channel. And
Yeah.
you start thinking, I'm not really doing anything. And you know, when people get caught up in the terminology and the things and the
Oh
imposter syndrome and
gosh.
everything else, and they're going
Yeah.
like, well, is this right? And then there's this, and did I do this first? And just stop it. Just
Yeah.
stop.
It's so
Stop.
easy to get caught up in that because of the cycles that are
Yes.
developed all the time over
Yes, on
social
purpose.
media.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's an entire thing to keep you. It's like a bad narcissistic and toxic
Mhm.
relationship. You get stuck in that, and you
Yeah.
thinking, well, then I need to know. I need to. Is this right? Is this so? No, stop. Just
Yeah.
stop. If
Mhm.
you did that with your child all the time, your child would have a nervous breakdown and they couldn't wait to get away from you. Don't chase away an audience,
Mhm.
a coach, a mentor, or anything else because a person you're trying to control it to make it right. You're
Exactly.
reliving trauma that you had with your own parents and putting it on somebody else. Stop it.
Mhm.
The easiest way to make content on YouTube is really simple. Take everything that you've already made and remake it.
Mm,
Everything you've made are social media leftovers. They're
mm.
social media leftovers. You have problems with your parents. You got problems in your life. You have problems with your husband. You want to have a better life and not be worried about none of that stuff. Go to everything you made on social media and tell all your loved ones, I'm going to be busy for a while. I'm going to go
Yeah.
review everything I've ever made on social
Mhm.
media, and I'm going to repurpose it and put it on YouTube.
Mm.
And I'm going to call Paxton for $5.99. And I'm going to say, Paxton, I know this is normally worth thousands of dollars that you do and you drive people crazy, but it's therapy. That's why I drive you crazy, because inside you're struggling. You're
Yeah.
struggling to go like, okay, what am I? No, stop. And you're like, this guy's just rude. No, stop. Just stop. Go back to that very first thing you made on Instagram. It may make you cry. It may make you angry. It may make you go like, I don't even want to look at that. But you need to.
Yeah.
Because your creative juices are blocked because
Mm.
of that video.
Yeah.
And you will never make money on social media because of those sets of videos. But as soon as you chip away at them and you start to see that trapped person that made that content, or that overly confident person, or that person who was confused because they listened to so many people, and all you needed to do was
Yeah.
one thing, just stop. Just all you got to do is just stop,
Yeah.
get off the roller coaster with the social media. And this person told me to do this, and then Paxton told me to do this. Just stop. You listen to them, and where has it got you? Over to meet me.
Yeah.
So you listen to all those people, and where are you at? $5.99, and you're talking to me.
Mhm.
and they're still making the same repetitive video saying the
That's
same
so
exact
true.
thing, looking for new victims. They're looking for new victims. Come
Yeah.
over here, back home. Come on back home to yourself. You're not talking to me when I'm talking to you. I'm telling you stuff that hurts sometimes because you're really talking to yourself.
Mm.
You're going to go. I listen to some of the stuff you say, and I'm going like, okay, I didn't even think it. That was a pretty good idea. I was looking like, man, and I don't take other people's stuff, right? And I'm sitting there going like, man, she gonna make me a thief all of a sudden, because that's a really good idea. I did. I was telling my daughters the other day, go like, Jill will be coming up with some stuff, and Crystal does the same thing. She come up with some
Yeah.
stuff, and then Susie will say it, and I'm going like, oh my goodness. And you can always tell when people are growing, when you're on, from my perspective in dealing with people. Claudetta comes up with some good stuff. It's just amazing sometimes what people say, and I go like, they wouldn't have said that like 6 months ago.
Yeah, that's so true.
So their creativity is really getting freed up. And when your creativity is freed up, your pocketbook is, you need to have your pocketbook ready. Or as I tell people, do you have a PayPal? Because you keep going down this road, somebody, an audience is going to go like, hey, I want to buy that. You just have to put it in a format that they want.
Yeah.
You got to put it, if they want it digitally, great. If they want it in their hands in a book, then you better come up with some way to make a book that they can get their hands on. If they want it just on a t-shirt so they can wear it, or a coffee mug, you got to figure out the ways that they want what is in your head.
Yeah.
And so you're looking at 3 channels that have the ability to work together, but your premier channel, you didn't pick. The number 1
No.
channel, YouTube picked it.
Which is kind of hilarious, really.
It is. It's very funny. It's very, and it doesn't happen often that they do that. But they
No.
immediately did that. Mainly probably, I should say, because, well, I
It's
do
not
know.
the
I'm
Blythe
trying to make
dolls
it sound like
again,
I
is
don't
it?
know. I do know why. They did it because they're moving in that direction with that 1 channel that you have. It just so happened you named the channel Life
Yeah.
with, what is it, Gemma E. Blythe or
Gemma E. Blythe, yeah.
yeah. So you did all the things that they like in that in the theme of that channel. And here's a food for thought for anybody listening to this. If you ever want to get on YouTube's good side, use your middle initial. Oh, that's 1. Have it be rhythmic. In other words, Gemma E. Blythe, Crystal Nicole Black, Susie A. Winter, or our good friend of the channel, Susan E. I just said what I said. I'm sorry, Susie, if you watch this back. I'm sorry. Or if you hear, I didn't mean to say, I just said your name wrong. I just thought about it. It's Susie A. Cosman, Crystal Nicole Black, Gemma E. Blythe, And most people who work with me, I tell them, and then later on they thank me. Go like, "I am so glad you said that," because
Mm.
we research everything before we're telling people. So your
Yeah.
name, I've already researched. I mean, and you had already started to implement putting in your middle initial anyhow. So I think you did it before I even had talked to you about it. I think you
I
had a,
think I did.
yeah, I think you did, yeah. And
I can't remember.
no, you did, because I
Mm.
saw it. I went like, okay, this girl, she's got it. This is how you do it, or you have a unique two part
Mm.
name, like Miroslava Duranchenko. I hope I just
Yeah.
said it wrong. Sorry, Mira, if I said it wrong. She's got a great name to like dominate on
Mm.
YouTube, and it's kind of like YouTube don't care what you talk about with a beautiful name like that. And they don't care. They just your name is going to get us advertising dollars. That's what they look at. They don't care. You
Yeah.
can talk about fleas on dogs. They don't care. They just that name will make
Exactly.
people watch.
Mm.
She could never show her face. She would still do really good on YouTube
Yeah.
because the name, that's how they're going to sell the channel to advertisers.
Mm.
And it's the same thing. If you're able to create a rhythmic sounding, NATV network. I just did it.
Yeah.
NATV network. It
Mm.
used to be Narc Abuse TV on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then I came to YouTube, and YouTube went like, okay, we love that Narc Abuse TV thing because there's nothing like that on YouTube.
Mhm.
And they kept shoving it. I started moving that name down the totem pole. YouTube
Mhm.
literally was sending me stuff going like, everybody kind of likes it. And it was like, please keep using it. It's like, okay, all right. So I kind of mix it in. But the key is being able to maneuver yourself to capitalize in 3 parts. Why?
Mm.
Because as a creator, quote unquote, we're not really creating anything. We're just regurgitating everything
Yeah.
that we. It's
Mhm.
like it's stupid name, creator. But anyhow, so what you're really doing is by having a 3-part name, you're giving the audience a chance to be able to see 3 parts of you. It's
Mm.
all a part of quote unquote marketing /
Mm.
branding at the same time. Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
You got to understand Michael J. Jordan, the basketball player. So Michael B. Jordan had to go like, I got to stick a B in there. Why? Because maybe he thought of it or his team thought of it and go like,
Mm.
okay, you can't just go out and say Michael Jordan. You got
No, that's
Michael B.
true.
Jordan. But you're going to capitalize because people are going to think, oh, they're going to check it out. You got to create this platform where you're unique, but
Yeah.
it has to be rhythmic. And I love the way you did that. The way you went about it works.
Mm.
The content you're making behind the scenes will catch up to what the name is.
Mhm.
So you didn't have a bunch of videos already on YouTube,
No.
but you got them over on Instagram. But what
Yeah.
do you need to do with the ones on Instagram?
Repurpose
Yeah, that is work.
a lot.
That is
Mm.
absolutely. So a lot of people go like, well, yeah, but I want to talk about this now. But if they have to pay a bill, see, when you come to YouTube and you have to pay a bill or you're chasing money,
Mhm.
that means you started late,
Yeah.
usually a year late.
Mm.
And now all of a sudden you got to make money. So now you're not
Mhm.
being creative, you're being desperate.
Yeah.
And the desperation shows when you go to make a video on YouTube because people watch people's
So true.
eyes more than they listen to their words.
Mm.
And our eyes will determine whether they want to stick around and listen to us. It's not
Mm.
even what we say because we all are connected in some way or another and really are not saying anything uniquely new. It just so happened it's your turn to hear it for the first time. And so when you lay out the content, and you do this whole, how can I put it? Bubble. I'm going to take a word you said.
Yeah.
You're creating this bubble, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of challenging because if the audience doesn't know about what you've already made, the bubble
Mhm.
is not really, the structure is not really there.
No.
Because they're going to go they're going to stumble upon something else
Mhm.
and go like, okay, I've never seen this. This is way over here.
Mhm.
And the YouTube community don't like that. They don't like,
No.
they want it
Exactly.
all.
Mm.
So the first thing that most people don't do is go get everything that they got in other places and bring it all to one place.
Mm.
Now their creativity is stuck because, okay, I'm over here YouTube. Oh, I got to go make something for Instagram. No, stop that. Stop
No.
doing that. That's wrong. It may seem right because that's social media thinking. Social media
Mhm.
thinking is to make money off of people who give out free content. You make the content on Instagram, they don't pay you
Mhm.
much anything, and they go make millions of dollars. So to break that
Exactly.
cycle, that abusive narcissistic cycle that
Mhm.
you're in your head, you have to sit there and go like, oh, I need to break up with this boyfriend over here.
Mm.
They're using me.
Yep.
But they give me instant gratification. And it looks like, I got a cup. I can keep checking to see how many people like me, like you're in high school. Forget that. Don't go to
Mhm.
that. If it means you don't even sit in the cafeteria to eat and you just have a bag lunch and go sit outside, you're much better than sitting in and going like, those kids don't even
Yeah.
talk to me. And then now you're traumatizing
Mm.
yourself by sitting there watching all these kids that don't like you because they're really jealous of you, but they don't
Mhm.
like you and you want to fit in with people that don't try to fit in with Instagram.
No.
You got to be out of Instagram and use it
Mhm.
for the way you need to use it, which
Yeah.
is the secret to Instagram. If you really, really want to use Instagram the right way, just use the IG stories, period.
Mm.
They will get the quick signal you're done with them. And they're not going to shadow ban you. They're not going to do because they're already doing it anyhow. Unless you're on being butt naked and running around with no clothes on, they are not going to move your stuff.
I don't think I've ever been off the shadow ban list by this point.
Hey, you came on with the shadow ban.
Yeah,
You
probably.
walked in and they were going like
Straight in,
shadow ban,
ban.
shadow ban, ban. Hey, you know what? They did us a few times, but we have multiple channels that a lot of people don't even know about on Instagram, and it's always the same because
Why
they
does
know it's
that
all
not
coming from
surprise
us.
me?
It's because it's what you said and what we talked
Mm.
about numerous times. This is our first time doing it in front of everybody, but is that you have to create, as you said, a bubble.
Yeah.
So once you create and most people get on and they have one channel and think, well, do I have to have multiple channels? No, stop.
No.
No, that's not the way it works. You can create a bubble with one channel,
Mm.
but you have to know how to create that bubble. How do you create the bubble? It's really simple. And people go like, well, they keep going all over the place. I'm like, get your notebooks out, okay? All right. And if you really get bored, I do these seminars and it costs you $10. You can come watch it. And it's not like this. And it's structured and I can help you and work with you. But you don't have to do that. I'm giving it to you for $5.99. So just take it. This is, and you got to know all you have to do if you have one YouTube channel is create a bubble.
Mm.
And in that bubble, you sell. Why? Because it's like you had one Starbucks, or if you had one Walmart, or if you had one B of
Yeah.
A. There's not like a B of A on every corner, but there's a Starbucks on every corner because that's called aggressive brand marketing. The two
Mhm.
go together. You could do the same thing with one channel.
Mm.
It would feel like you're everywhere. Every time they turn around and you only have one channel. So the way you do that is pick a platform and focus on that one platform. The most logical thing, if you moved into a neighborhood and you have children
Mhm.
and you want to send them to school and there's 5 schools, are you going to go have your kid go to each school? No. You're going to find out which one is best and send them there and make sure they get up and get
Mhm.
there on a scheduled time so that they can go there and have an effective life. For your video to have an effective
Yeah.
life, you have to pick one platform and be on that platform. Stop
Mhm.
fooling around with Instagram and TikTok and everybody else because you haven't mastered one yet. And
Mm.
that's what it's like when somebody picks one person to be with and they haven't decided to stop thinking about their old boyfriend, the other guy that tells them meet on the weekend. And oh, that sounded bad. I can't rewind it, you guys, but I don't know. What can I do? I don't even know what button I got to make up for that.
Oh
I
gosh.
don't forget it. Anyhow, so, um, but the one platform you choose, you need to master it,
Mm.
dominate on it in your niche, like what you're doing, what we talked about before we came on here. You're trying to dominate
Mm.
in a certain area.
Yeah.
And when everybody gets to see it, that's
Mhm.
great. But right now, you're making these YouTube shows. I'm smiling because I'm thinking about the ones that I've seen that you made, and they're so good. The
Mm.
videos are so good. And YouTube is doing the same thing. They're going like, okay, this is good. But
Mhm.
like I said earlier before we came on, they going like, hey, wait on, hold on a second. Can you make that a little bit longer?
Yeah.
They're going like, hey, we're sitting watch it for like
Mhm.
under 3 minutes or 30 seconds. How about if you were able to make something and it's just a continuous thing of the
Mm.
same caliber? Most people have a YouTube channel and they're waiting for Paxton, they're waiting for this. No, your creativity is stuck
Mhm.
because you are posting over on Instagram and then you saying, okay, I have nothing left for this man over here. Or I have nothing. I'm over here. My kids are at this school, but I go over to this school and this, man, the cafeteria is nice. You pull up in front and it's clean. The sidewalks
Mm.
are clean. You go to this one, but I like the teachers so much, but it's so nasty out here. They got these nasty little girls running around. They got
Mm.
nasty, and I feel like I come over here, my kids don't really get the attention. The kids are the videos. The videos are not really getting the attention, but I just keep doing it because everybody's doing it. Now you're in high school again.
Mm.
But turn around and go like, I'm such an individual. Nobody tells me what to do. Paxton don't
Mhm.
even tell me what to do. I know what I want. And I know, and I'm sitting there listening to it and going like, but you're addicted over there. You can't even control yourself.
Uh,
You can't even make yourself stop from posting over there. But I do stop. I stop posting just like you told me. No, do it not because I told you, but because you told yourself.
mm.
And that's
I
what I
actually feel
appreciate
better
about
for
you.
not posting over there.
Just kidding, just kidding. And people will go like, they'll hear this back and go like, I am so insulted. I'm never talking to Paxton again. And you're like, you know what? You don't understand. My life will not hurt. It just won't hurt. Because no, I've had entire corporations, like they want to be upset and somebody wants to
Mhm.
be mad about this or that. This is what's
Yeah.
important. What's important
Mm.
right now is that a person needs to know that whatever effort you put in on YouTube is going to get you 400 times greater impact than if you
Mhm.
do it on Instagram.
Yeah.
So, what is it, if you had to describe Life with Gemma E. Blythe, very rhythmic title. YouTube
Mhm.
loves that kind of stuff, okay? Because
Mhm.
they're moving toward television, dominating television. It sounds
Yeah.
like a television show.
Yeah.
It sounds like this quirky television show or
Mhm.
whatever, or a documentary. That's why they love it, because they can turn around to an advertiser and go like, check this out. It's like,
Exactly.
you guys want in on this? Because this is going to be good. And
Yeah.
the way you've structured it and the videos you're making,
Mhm.
you're really telling a story
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
UK, of you, mom, whatever it is.
Mm.
And it's never predictable. That's the key.
I hate being predictable.
And that is the whole
Yeah.
formula. I don't often tell people until way down the line when you're working with me.
Mm.
It's always changing, Paxton, because you need to there's parts of you that is just like what I'm doing to you. I'm
Mm.
literally doing something to a person that is always changing. Where are we
Yeah.
going? What is going? The more you try to structure it, the more you're like Instagram, which means there's no reason for me to
Mhm.
work with you, because you will never make money. You will
No.
never get off the ground because you need it to be structured.
Mhm.
We're restructuring. You're in a transformation to have a structure,
Yeah.
because you think you're structured over on Instagram, but you're really just playing to they're just a boyfriend misusing you,
Mhm.
and you haven't figured it out yet. And they know they're misusing you because you'll always give them free content. You'll always make them a
Mhm.
meal and they can just walk right out and go like, hey, I'm going over to the other girl's house. And you go like,
Mhm.
what? But I'll be right here when you come back. No, I won't. You leave now. I'm gone. I'm done with you, Instagram. I'm going over to YouTube and I'm going to find out how to use it. How
Mm.
do you use Instagram? You use Instagram through IG stories. How do you use YouTube? What's the easiest way to use YouTube? The same way, but better. You use YouTube shorts because they're 3 minutes or less.
Yeah.
And that's the way they test everybody now.
Mm.
They want to see, can you make something compelling for 3 minutes or less that will make people stop and watch it? Or are you just coming on and just venting, and this is my modality and I want to talk about this? And YouTube's going like, do you know how many videos we go through every day on our platform?
Mhm.
There are people already talking about whatever we're thinking about. People are already doing what NATV does. They're doing what Gemma Eve Life does. They're saying, why
Yeah.
should we even show your video to
Mm-hmm.
our 7 types of audiences? Why should we even show it? Because it's good and it can help people this. Why should we put it out there if you don't even have a sales pitch at the end of the video?
Exactly.
They're going like, why should we even, what is your point in being on here if you can't get somebody to give you $1?
Yeah.
You don't even have something that will say, hey, you know what? I will talk to you for 15 minutes and tell me what your problem is, and I will give you 3 steps on how you can solve that problem today. Book an appointment. It's £55 because you're in the UK. $55 in the States. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's like $55.
Yeah.
And you go like, well, I haven't had anybody for this because you only said it once. You got to keep saying it. That's why you watch the same commercial over. After a while, it wears a person down.
Because
They
it
go
gets
like,
stuck in the
They
brain.
get stuck, and nothing about you is stuck in anybody's brain. How horrible, especially if you're a female, you walk into a room and nobody even pays any attention. Even another woman doesn't even go like, oh, those are really cool shoes. You're going to go like, hey, my day. So, okay, your video's not even getting that. So how do you get that? You take everything, you test everything on YouTube by what you've already made on Instagram. Your whole life is easy because you don't have to think of anything new. You take it, you repurpose it, sprinkle a little bit of this and a little bit of that that's new, and you go out there and preferably you go live and show it.
Yeah.
And you get real feedback in real time. Some knucklehead or a few numbers will show that you're live and people are watching, or somebody will say, hey, that was really cool. I really like it. I've never watched. And now you're going like, now I have confidence. Instagram does not instill confidence. It doesn't build confidence. It tears down your emotional confidence.
Definitely.
On purpose.
Yeah.
It abuses you until you submit and go like, okay, I got to start dancing then, or I got to start just a little bit more cleavage. It'll make you do what it wants. It's an abusive boyfriend. By comparing you to all the other women that are willing to do it.
Yep.
So you have to know when you come to YouTube, God forbid you ever say, hey, Paxton, I want to work with you for $5.99. If you come to me, I'm going to tell you, okay, you can ask me all the questions, but unless you recognize, you have to do what I tell you. It's not complicated. Because whatever I tell you, you're going to do it. Then you're going to tell like, you know how this can go. I don't even need Paxton. We'll talk for a little bit. And the next thing I know is like 20 videos coming all of a sudden. We just talked. And it's like, how'd you go and make all that stuff that fast? And it's like, and it went beyond what we talked about because it's all about for $5.99. I'm not trying to sell this so that you go tell other people. Fine, go do that. But the point of the matter is, if you're already working with me, it's the whole purpose is to unlock your creativity.
Yeah.
If you're trying to pay a bill, if you're trying to get awareness out, if you're trying to sell a book, if you're trying, whatever it is, it's all about your creativity, moving outside of the comfort zone, outside of the box. And I learned so much from Claudetta because she's the other one. Like, it's like, I'll say 2 seconds ago, like, I'm talking to her and she turns around and is making like a Patreon. It's like, I'm talking, she's like, and it's like done. And I'm going like, okay, he's like, you faster than me. I'm trying to keep up to you now. It's like, you do this. And it's like, I'm trying to keep, and what's interesting, what I find interesting is Susie's the same way. Susie will do the same thing. And Crystal was like already, she's like on it. And it's so the reason I'm mentioning these scenarios, and the same thing, Miroslava does the same thing. Everybody I work with is fine. Nobody fits in the categories that I'm describing here. But the point I'm making is this. There are people right now that will hinder you. Do not look to your family or anybody else close to you to support you. And it may be hard, and you may see videos on this, but I'm going to say it my way. They don't give a hoot about what you got going on. They think it's too hard. They think it's a waste of your time. We can just keep doing all these things. And I'm telling you, it is an attack on your resolve and on your endurance and your loyalty and integrity to yourself. If you start something, don't leave it unfinished. If you start YouTube, do not leave it unfinished. Do it because it's the beginning of a whole nother you. if you deal with me, I will show you. If you go to somebody else or whatever, pay $300 a month, you can knock yourself out, but they're not going to show you. They just need you to pay their credit card or their mortgage or their car payment or their insurance by taking your money. You need to know you're unlocking your creativity, and that's what YouTube wants. They want
Exactly.
your brain
Mm-hmm.
to put content on there that will get them advertising money. So, by the way, every time I deal with this woman that you see on the screen, I have sneezing attacks. We have not figured it out yet. I don't know. I think it's psychological with me.
Oh,
I
for
don't know
God's
what
sake.
it is.
Here
I
we
could be on
go.
with Claudetta. I could be on with her. I don't have a problem. Gemma comes on and we do the one-on-ones, and it's like, are you kidding me? I could put it at 9
It's a
o'clock in my
computer
time,
virus.
11. I could be just you virus, the Gemma virus. It's just, and I get clogged up. Everything happens. So if you hear me every now and then going through what I just went through, I'll have my moments of clarity in my sinuses. It's because I have to. And I have to keep talking so that I don't keep sneezing and stuff like that, because I just start sneezing. All right, so this is what we got going on here. We need to review. You sent me a number of things.
I did.
Yeah. We're not going to review a lot of stuff in front of everybody right now when it comes to that, but we need to review that stuff maybe when we're done here in a little bit. And if it's not midnight over there where you are, yeah. No, but what I was going to, you're in the UK.
Oh, I don't know. This could go on for
We
ages.
need to start formulating on our end, where I am here, how we can structure what you sent me, so that we can create a brand marketing. And I do that a lot. I mix the two together because they go together quite well. I'm not the only person on the internet or whatever that does. There's a lot of companies do that, where we put the brand and the marketing together. And we need to take what you sent us, what you've already brought to my attention that you have, that you've made. We need to come up with a way that we're getting that out on our end and across our platforms, so that it's driving our viewers or anybody connected with us or other channels we take care of, sending them back toward you. And that's the biggest thing we need to do, because you're already leaps and bounds putting things into play. So us recording stuff together, it's really a matter of us recording more voiceovers that I need. I need that. What I was looking at everything, I need more voiceovers that I can use certain ways that are more intro voiceovers, and then maybe some type of selling pitch at the end. Then I can put everything else in the middle. Does that make sense at all, what I just described?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I know you're already doing other things, but maybe you can look into next week and here on out, of having a certain period of time, even if it's an hour, that we're going to be able to sit down together through what we're doing like right now, and we're able to record. I'm going to let you know, okay, I've done my homework. I looked at what you gave me. I need you to say this. And then you're going to go and say it, and I'm going to get what I want, and then we're going to move on to the next thing, and we'll do it in this kind of a format instead of us just doing it privately. We're going to literally open it up. Everybody can watch us do it. And then I will go ahead and do post-production and put everything together. And then that where I'm running commercials and other stuff, sending people back to you.
That makes sense.
I don't need, technically, I don't really need at present, and probably for a while, Gemma coming on describing certain things or modalities or other stuff. I will need commercials. And then I will need, without a doubt, I will need something that drives attention toward the journaling.
Yeah.
Even if it's through the AI personality that you created.
Annie.
Yeah, through Annie. I didn't think of that until, of course, you told me, and now I'm just popping in my head. That'd be great if Annie becomes the spokesman on NATV, telling people to go to the other 3 destinations.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Then we save your voice for when you actually come on, because there's things because I'm now, because you got Annie, I don't need to do what we originally talked about, which was you record stuff and then you come on as well when we come on with Susie and Crystal and I. Did I say that? Yeah, Susie, Crystal. I thought I called her Susan. I thought I said the wrong name.
Oh my gosh.
Susie. Forgive me, Susie. So anyhow, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the ability to take an avatar, excuse me, an AI personality that speaks in behalf of your channel.
Yeah.
And Susie, Crystal, and everybody else, we may have to do that with everybody else too, because that would actually work better on our
It would.
platform than taking the actual person and having them
Do
speak.
you know what would work even better?
See, you guys, you see what I deal with? This is what would happen. This is what happens in pride. Now she's letting her guard go. This is what she does. She go like, well, Paxton, I know you're old, but this is even better. So this is go listen to the new generation, because I'm only 28. So this is what we're okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, hey, do you know
The
I'm open to stuff.
3 assistants
Okay.
chatting
Oh my
about the
God.
3
That would be
different
good.
channels.
That would be good. Can we have the
So
dinosaur?
as a
Can we have the
complete
dinosaur in there?
segment.
Can we have the dinosaur? Opens up the
Yeah.
show for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
That would be freaking cool.
It
That
would.
would be cool. That would
would.
actually be cool.
Mhm.
Wait. If we could get the 3 AI, now we got no Crystal, Susie. We got to make it. Now we got to make
On a panel.
Oh, that's even.
And the dinosaur
I
hosting the
don't have a
panel.
button for this. I'm just kidding. I do, but I don't know what's there, so I'm not gonna do. Okay, that'll work.
Yeah.
But check this out. What if all 3 promote everybody that's got channels and needs promotion, and they have a regular thing where they're talking about what's happening on these YouTube channels?
Yeah.
Like Miroslava, Claudetta, and Claudetta's
Yeah.
book, and they're
Best thing is, you said about UK Live the other day, the
yeah,
hashtag.
yeah.
So mine could stand in front of UK Live,
I can't
and it
believe
could
you
be
just
like a
said that in front of
news,
everybody, but okay. No, that was supposed
and
to
it
be
could be
a kept
like a
secret, but
news
go ahead.
reel.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, if that's the case, then I might as well go Florida Live, which I told you I talked about.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go ahead and talk about it in front of everybody. But Florida Live, everyone's going to like, what are they talking about? These are surprises that was coming everybody's way if you don't know it yet. And I could go, if Miroslava says okay, then we go Kentucky Live, because she's in Kentucky. We literally could just stretch it all out and create this entire breaking news kind of a thing, but it's all AI personalities, which is really from everybody's channel, telling everybody to go back to that channel, because people cross we get thousands of people cross our channel all the time. And if they see that and they know that's a regular thing, it's kind of like a directory. We use these AI personalities like a directory to say, oh, don't miss this video. And we're totally running these things between you and I. We're running these things that are taking everybody to, like, Miroslava just made this new video, or so-and-so just made this new video. And we're totally just running this thing, but across all of the platforms. Like I initially told you, Susie and Crystal, we create this bubble in which this stuff is just in this it's in a loop. So the viewer experience is in this loop.
Yeah.
But it's on every individual to have something to sell. Like Claudetta has something to sell. She literally has a book. So she's, it's like, hey, did you get your copy? And we're constantly running this thing on a regular basis, because we essentially, like everybody, but we essentially are a TV network. Now I've got something that I can play or slap at the end of every video or in between. And I'm deliberately showing 1 hour video, sticking in these avatars sitting at the table, having this, I'm sticking this infomercial in the middle, and then I'm putting another video on, because I got a library of videos that I've never posted here on NATV. But if we create this, that works for me for sure, because I can fill that time up in between videos. I don't care if it's 3 minutes long. It gives people time to go to the bathroom, whatever. So we need to come up with something that could be 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
We should not go past that.
No.
And we're using these avatar personalities to literally promote, let's say, somebody's new video, and I have an excerpt of it. Let's say Miroslava made something, you made something, whatever. And hey, here's another set of videos. You guys need to check these channels out. I'm putting the graphics up. People can go there, subscribe, and here come these clips. Or Claudetta reading an excerpt of her book.
Yeah.
And, get a copy today. Links are in the description. We're literally creating this entire bubble, but it's not on one platform, NATV. I'm putting it on Claudetta's channel. It's just in this loop. So they're constantly hearing, go buy this, go buy this, sign up here, get the services, get the coaching. And we're creating this bubble, and it's constant. And after a while, once we set it up, it's literally going to just, it's going to run itself. And it's gonna, and YouTube totally is gonna figure it all out, and they're gonna like, oh, okay, so It's not like a standalone channel that's got to fight real hard. It's connected all together. So and it's what they want. They want people to binge watch. But we have to create this binge watching thing that's bigger
Exactly.
outside of it. But that's a great idea you have. Okay, so now we got to do it. Because I'm real big. Like, okay, we did it and we talked about it. I'm done talking about it. Let's just do it. So you're making those personalities, the AI personality, excuse me, Anna, right? Did I say it right?
Annie. Yeah.
Annie. And you still got the dinosaur thing you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll work on those things. And let's see if we can if we can get one thing going before the 4th of July, you know, even if it's one spokesperson that's really pretty much just, at least on our end, coming in, interrupting a video. I mean, I'll do it that way. I'll make it with the video and they just come in, pardon the interruption, but have you subscribed to, you know, Life with Gemma Eva, you know what I mean? And just, you know, and we've created something. I think it's something we need to sit down and do together. I could do it by myself, but I'd rather sit down with you. And we need to give it the flair of your videos. Even the speed of your videos to get to as the transition or the interruption. We call it the interruption transition. While video's going and all of a sudden it just stops, like YouTube does. They do it. They just totally wait to the right moment and then they stop it and they shove a commercial in. We're going to do the same thing, except they're going to be homegrown commercials. So I'm going to need to get everybody's information as much as possible so that it's said the right way for their channel so that the self-promotion keeps going. Because the more a person, but mainly in this case, you and I, the more we have a library of videos that we can move and use, we're constantly have something that we can put on. For the whole purpose of showing the commercial. Because that's what television really is. It just shows that eventually can get canceled, but the whole purpose that stations have them is so they can run their commercial. It's the whole purpose of television. It's not really to educate and entertain and inform. It's really just so they can have a commercial. And so we're going to do the same format. We're putting it on just so that we can put the commercial on. Will you have an offer that goes with that? Okay. All right. That'll, as long as everybody has something to go with it, that'll work. Instead of just subscribe, that's not going to work.
No.
It has to be somebody's offering a service or something for X amount of dollars, or like I said, Claudetta has a book. You have to be able to have something that people can buy. If not, it's just like an interruption to a video that I'm watching. And what was the whole point of that? To tell me to subscribe. That's like a waste of my time. I don't need to know about subscribing. I'm not even interested. I came to watch this video. But if it pops up and says, here are some things that you can purchase from these channels, and now we'll get you back to you know, what you were watching, kind of a thing. All right. Sorry, you better go to bed. Wake up, Gemma.
I know. Right. Oh, you've waited ages to say that. I know what you're like.
Oh, I was going to say it like 7 times before. I just never said it. Now, if we could take that and make that into something, that would be really cool. Wait, why don't we just say wait? Why don't we just say wake up? Why don't you just say wake up with Gemma? We just say wake up with Gemma for journaling. Or wait, you have the journaling, and then you do this other show, which I always think you should do, another live show, and you call that wake up with Gemma. But you have it on it. You have it on at night when you're ready to go to bed. That's even funny.
Oh, for God's sake!
that actually would be funny. That would be really funny.
And like, it's just me like sat here with my pajamas on and me.
And you making it look like you just woke up, and then you go like, okay, guys, I'm going to bed. You guys will see you later. Wake up with Gemma. And you have these little avatars that pop up with pajamas on and stuff like that, coffee cups. And so, like, okay, it's time to wake up with Gemma. Okay, actually, I'm going to go to bed when I'm done here, but I'm going to talk to you before I go to bed. So it's wake up with Gemma. Watch this in the morning or whatever. You know? Yeah. So, and I am a yes on the midnight show. Like I said, midnight show is not a bad idea. Yeah, it works pretty good. But when it comes to the next thing that needs to be done, the next thing that needs to be in place before we talk about what's done is we need to set a time frame or a deadline to try to get at least one piece of something up,
Mhm.
but not feel overwhelmed. We need to try to do something by the end of June
Yeah.
in regards to getting Annie to do some stuff
Mhm.
in your dinosaur boy or dinosaur dinosaur guy.
Dino.
Oh, Dino. That's right. I'm trying to remember his name. So Dino and Annie. Actually, that's not bad. That's not a bad way to go if we go that direction. Dino and Annie. I kind of like that. We need to work on that. We'll work on that in private and
Mhm.
not online. When it comes to your old footage that you have on Instagram, you haven't repurposed anything over, not too much, right? I think you moved some
No,
things
I
over.
haven't.
Yeah,
Not too much.
yeah. So to create a workflow that's not going to be pressure filled, it's going to work to your advantage to create the new stuff
Mhm.
for a time frame or a deadline. You need to have something that's simple to just plug and play, and that's the older stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's hard for some people to go and do because they're thinking, well, I'm thinking of this right now and what I want to do. And I got 12 things I want to do here. All of it is good, but it comes to always priority and timing.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
what's the priority? The new stuff you're thinking of? Okay, if you haven't made money or gotten attention from the old stuff you have, your new stuff is eventually going to become old stuff.
Yeah.
So you're better off taking the old stuff
Mhm.
and moving it over, repurposing it, restructuring it,
And making it current.
spicing it up. Yeah. Would you say making what?
Current.
Yep.
Rather than keeping it the same.
Yeah. Yep. It's like having pots and pans that you've had for a while. You go buy new ones and you want to cook with the new ones all the time. That makes sense. Then you might as well just throw away the old ones. What's the point of having them all there in your kitchen?
Exactly.
So what's the point of making all these new videos and these new ideas when you got all these old ideas that were
Mhm.
good at some point? They're just over there and not over here.
Yeah.
You might as well just stop trying to create new stuff,
Mhm.
categorize it, log the new stuff, and wait to give it a release date.
Yeah.
Because whatever was made on Instagram never had a release date overall. Most people that I've dealt with, they never said, okay, I'm going to release it on this Friday at this time so that it has a
So
great
true.
impact. They don't. They just knee-jerk reaction. Well, if everybody else is getting 10,000 views, mine is just as good as theirs. I should, but you don't understand. They've been on forever. They're probably getting paid by Instagram. They're
Mhm.
running around butt naked. We can just keep going. There's a whole bunch of reasons why theirs is going to get more than you.
Mm.
So don't have death by comparison.
No.
Dominate YouTube by taking content that you've already made that no one's ever seen. I wanted to sneeze. It's you. It's your fault. So go and take what you already have. And that is a challenge for most people because it's like therapy that they don't want because they have to go back and look at, and because we in our imperfect state can be so critical. So I really hate this hat on my head. And I love my ice cream hat. All right, so
It's a cool hat.
because you still make me sneeze. Don't try to be on my good side. It's too late. No, I'm just kidding. So you have to try to take. If anybody's listening to this, you have to take what you made on Instagram when you were going through all your feels and all your mad and all. Let me get on my soapbox and tell you, I hate the way this is going. And you got to repurpose. Once you repurpose it, your life will never. I can't even tell you how many people I've done this with. They are never the same.
No.
Everything somebody says to them, I say to them, their husband says to them, their friend says to them, everything they take on a totally different feel because you got that other part of your life that you thought I left over there and I'm just going to keep moving on and new. No, you left that child over there with a horrible caregiver called Instagram. Those videos are your babies and you left them over there. You just abandoned them. That's really what actually happened.
Yeah.
And those babies are all of your feelings, what you went through for years or whatever it may be. You just, as if it never happened.
Mm-hmm.
You just narcissistically discarded them. And if you didn't want that to happen to you, go get those feelings that you had and honor them. Honor
Mm-hmm.
your past without being stuck there. And I hope overall, whether it did or didn't, oh well, you understand why this is themed this way when we come on. Whether it's I'm sitting here with Crystal or anybody else, they're taking the time to honor their past in social media by bringing it and moving it over to show I'm not stuck over there on Instagram with those videos and what I felt. I literally, visually and literally have moved on. And no one holds it over me. Well, you posted that over there. Yeah, but did you see my new follow-up to that? It's over on YouTube, by the way. Subscribe to my channel. You really should. It'd probably help you because I'm a living proof that I moved on. And so if you take that, wake up, Gemma. If you take that and you go move them over, well, how do you do that? Well, take the most popular ones that Instagram says are popular. Okay. Make note of them. All right. But don't use them first. Go down to the bottom and try to take the first 12, and it's going to take you maybe 2 months. And you will, it is better than paying a psychiatrist. You will self-diagnose yourself. True. You will self-relieve yourself. You will self-fortify. If you take those videos and you literally go through them and say, what out of here can I use to help someone on YouTube? Become the therapist for people you may never, ever meet by using those videos. It's going to be challenging because you're going to be critical. But if you can, even if you just come up with an avatar, go to ChatGPT, get a transcript. They have what's called live transcribe. You can get you can get any type of transcription through an AI store or an Apple store or whatever it may be. Take that video, play it, let it transcribe everything, take the transcript, dump it into AI, ChatGPT or whomever, and tell it, give me a video script, a podcast video script off of this video, off of this transcription. It will do it for you. Then you go to YouTube. You don't have to have the camera on, or you can have it on. And you sit there and you read it. You edit it before you go on, and everybody's going to go like, I have never heard anything like this before. Why? Because they literally have never heard anything like that before. They have never heard it before. So true. And what I just told you is what YouTube wants. I'm telling you this right now. This is worth thousands of dollars to you. Trust me. Take your old stuff, transcribe it. It is like it's the laziest and best workflow ever. I just take this, I just get a transcriber, I play the video, I go do whatever, I go do laundry, I come back and it's already transcribed. Okay, I take the copy and paste over here, dump it into ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT, turn that into a 22-minute YouTube podcast script. And go walk away, go do that. And actually, you shouldn't walk away because it's going to do it like that.
Exactly.
Go do it like that. And you're going to, okay, now, what do I go live with that? Nope. I go make 12 of them. You don't do nothing. You sit quiet and everybody's going like, well, where are they? They're not posting. Instagram start going like, well, they're not posting anymore. What happened to them? Oh, no, we lost another one to YouTube. And you start making these scripts. You edit them, you proofread them. You go like, okay, I wanted to say that instead. I'm going to move that. Okay, I got that. Okay. And you get yourself a microphone, you sit down, you go on YouTube, you're going live, and you sit there and you just say, I want to talk to everybody today. There's some things on my mind I want to talk about. You can leave your camera off. You can stick up just a picture and just start talking. Just start. Stop making it complicated or perfect. It doesn't exist. It's only complicated if we make it. It's only perfect if we leave it alone. Just do it. And you're going to be just fine. I should be telling you that because you can have like 7 videos out by the time it's
I was going to say, I mean, like, what are you waiting for?
You're supposed to go to bed, Jim. But I just got to do it right now. But this is the easiest way. So here, that's the gimme for the day. If you got stuff on Instagram If you got multiple Instagrams, if you got friends that got multiple Instagrams, you should start a business. You should go do it first and then put it on YouTube. Then turn around and send a thing to your friends and say, hey, I want to help you repurpose those videos. I don't care, $25, whatever. You just have some passive income coming in. And I'll do it for you. I'm going to take your old videos, help you start a YouTube channel, and I'll help you do it. I don't care if you charge them $200. Believe me, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. You're going to show them that old content, those old TV shows, emotional venues that you dumped out onto the world, which you needed to do. They still have a purpose. They're just sitting on the wrong platform collecting dust. They can help somebody else. You know, that rant that you had when you were walking in the park, you say, you know what? I just want to tell people, get the transcript, give it to ChatGPT. They will flip it around or tell it to, you know what? Take your videos and tell it to make a series of videos, a series, podcast series. Give it a theme, take 12 videos. You got 12, you're good for one each month. And if you really want to be lazy, you sit down and you record all of them and you sit there and schedule them to release. And you going out walking the dog, you doing it, and you go like, I ain't even got to, I took a whole week and I did all content for like one whole year. People do it all the time. Everybody thinks, well, I got to make this one. Then I got to stop. Just take one whole month and you're done for like 18 months. Because you took all your old stuff, you put it over there, and people go like, well, YouTube takes so much time. No, you're doing it wrong. Just wake up, Gemma. You just
if you could see all the ideas that were going around in my head.
I know they are. She's like, why are we live right now? Because I want to say stuff, but I don't know if I should say it. Someone's gonna steal my idea. I know you are. See, look at her, everybody. That's what she's doing right now. She's going like, I hate you, Faxon. Why are we live right now? Look at her. See, that's why she's throwing her hand back. She's going like, I am so. As soon as we're done, I'm gonna tell you, what'd you do that for? Now I can't even say it. I can't even bounce it off of you. What I'm thinking, and so. That's how it's done. Do you have a YouTube channel already and you want to like do the same exact thing I just said? YouTube is really good about it. YouTube will literally go like, by the way, we can give you a transcription of what you just said. Why are they doing that? Because they want you to take this idea. I'm telling you, because this came from them. This is what YouTube wants. They're telling you the easy way to go make money. Get a transcription of it. Give it to AI Chat GPT. By the way, be careful. Some new stuff is coming to YouTube. Telling you right now, similar to what I'm talking about. It's coming. And they want you to just...
What new stuff?
Don't even start. Don't even try to do that in front of all these people right now. Don't even try to go there. I'm not going to say it. So anyhow, so you gotta start getting into this mode because something's coming. So you got to start doing it now because they're finding easier ways with AI for you to make content quickly, to make TV shows quickly. You're not making videos anymore. It's coming. They're going to tell you. YouTube's going to tell you, you're making TV shows. It's coming. You heard it. I'm telling you right now. You heard it here right now. I'm telling you. They're going to start telling people, okay, I know you post a video. Okay, you're really posting a TV show. And the more you think that way, then you're going to go like, hey, wait a minute. I got stuff over there on Instagram. I need to go get it. You better go get it before Instagram locks it up and you can't get it because that's coming too. They're tired of people taking the content and closing their accounts because a lot of content creators are closing their stuff over on Instagram.
I wonder why.
Just because Instagram is a ripoff, man. It's an established ripoff. TikTok is way better. So what you've got to do is you have a window of time to start doing this. Why? Either for awareness, for fun, or for money. A person has a social media platform. Whichever one you have, it doesn't matter. They want to be able, predominantly Instagram and Meta, Facebook, they're losing people to TikTok, mainly YouTube, but now X is getting to be similar to YouTube right now. And so is LinkedIn. So if you're business minded, it's LinkedIn. If you just want to spot off and you got things you want to say and it's in your mind, it's X. If you really want to educate people and / entertain them, it's the most dominant one on the planet, number one all around. And now, over the past month, has been said to be the #1 streaming network, that's YouTube.
Mm.
Everything has changed, not just since 2020, but just since last week.
Mm.
And it's about to change even drastically because companies like Comcast, Spectrum, Fox, CBS, all of them are losing money. They're all going to get into streaming, but none of them can compete with YouTube. Some of them are looking to make deals with YouTube to be able to put their stuff on YouTube.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's getting crazy, including where you are, BBC News and all of them. They're all trying to jump on this before it shuts down. And what could going to shut down? They're going to be oversaturated with the same content.
Yeah.
From the big boys, not from you and I and whoever's listening to this and watching this right now.
Yeah.
Not from Miroslava, not from Claudetta. We're all like unicorns if you want to go there, but we're rare because it's original. Yeah. So they're like, we get the big boys, come on in, but we don't want to lose these people.
Exactly.
Because we're stealing them from Instagram. So what do? So that you're viable, it's the new economy. The new economy is what I'm telling you, and it's not complicated. They're saying, you've already made stuff on TikTok and everywhere else. Just bring it over here. You got AI, you got CapCut, you got Opus Clips, you got whatever you want. You got DaVinci Resolve, you got whatever you want. You want to pay big money? Then go to Adobe. You want to do it for free? There's tons of free ones. There's Flickr, there's tons of them. There's tons of stuff. All of it is there to help the creator that has under 1,000 subscribers. Because YouTube knows they're going to remove that too, everybody. They're already testing it right now. They're testing the subscribe/join button. They're totally becoming HBO without being HBO and better. They're bigger than HBO. I don't know, you guys got to understand where you're putting your videos. Your videos are going on a place that's bigger than HBO, Apple TV, Amazon Prime. It's bigger than all of them combined. It's huge. And they're swelling because more people are coming in. So what does that mean for you? What it means for you is stop watching so many YouTube videos on how to create YouTube videos. Stop watching so many. I don't know, and people drive me crazy. Well, so I was watching this video. I said, please stop. But it was telling me how. No, it wasn't. They get paid to make you watch that video. Pay $5.99 to come talk to me, and I will tell you what you need to do.
And it'll torture you along the way.
I got to torture you because it's the fun. So what fun am I going to have if I just be nice to people all the time? I got to be mean and rude.
Could you just imagine?
He's mean and rude. All right. So what you're looking at right now is the main thing you got to focus on right now. Jim and I want you to understand. Okay. You can have as many YouTube channels as you want. They will let you pass out, and you can have 14, you can have 50, you can have 27. It don't matter. There's a lot of people that have over 30. Trust me.
Really?
And yeah, easy.
Oh my
because
God.
it's easy to do.
True. It's true.
Because all you have to do is take the old content you have, or you do what you see me do. Hey, Gemma, how you doing? Can we take some of the old content you have and you just come on my channel and I just review it with you?
Yeah.
I take my buddy Crystal. Hey, Crystal, come on. Let's just go take your Instagram and you just talk about it. YouTube goes like, we love that stuff because it hurts Instagram. It's like, we just love it. Just take their stuff in real time and make stuff on YouTube. Everybody understand the format that I just said to you, okay? Or they like somebody like Claudetta. She has a book, okay? YouTube has this huge community of authors. And they're always looking to fill it. Who does that hurt? Listen, this is an actual thing. Who does that hurt? It hurts X. Authors live on X, on Twitter. Okay? They love authors coming over and talking about their books and starting YouTube channels. So there's something for everybody to be able to do on YouTube. The key right now is don't pick and choose your YouTube videos that you want to post. You have to go to Instagram, the Instagram videos that you want to post on YouTube. You need to go over to Instagram and you need to sit there, and it's like therapy. Sometimes it's going to make you cry. Sometimes you can sit there and get mad. Sometimes you're going to go like, what was I thinking when I posted that? That's exactly what YouTube wants you to come over and do on YouTube. to literally say that in front of everybody. Now everybody's gonna go to Instagram and they're gonna go like, I kind of
Yeah.
like what that Crystal lady did with Paxton. And I kind of like what Gemma and them were talking about. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna take that, because not everybody's ashamed of what they did on Instagram, and not everybody hates it.
No, that's true.
And they're gonna go like, I'm already doing pretty good over here. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna redo it either via transcript, or I'm just gonna take the video, take all the sound out of it, and I'm just gonna play it. No music, no nothing. I'm just gonna play it, and I'm gonna go live, and I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna review my own video from Instagram. And if anybody wants a real secret on how to kind of make your channel kind of blow up, do that. Take a video, take the sound out of it, have a script of what it's about, and literally just critique your own video. You know, that video, let me see what I wrote. I wrote down here, the caption talks about this. So when I was doing, and just let the video play while you're talking, it's therapeutic. And if you don't believe me, watch Crystal and I when we take her Instagram and we start going over her Instagram. It'll make you cry. It'll make you break. It'll go like, what was I thinking back? What was I? What was I doing? Oh yeah. You know what I learned from that? And then you do a moral of the story at the end and give them some inspiration. Remember this: inspiration. Where's my finger? Inspiration, information, and at the end, you got to do things in threes: inspiration, information, and what's the next I you can think of? Anybody can pick anybody. What do you think? What's the next I? Inspiration, information. What's the next one you could think of? It doesn't matter. Whatever you think of, the third one, that's the one that's coming from you. It could be something that starts with I. It could be encouragement. It could be anything you want. Positive. It could be. It doesn't matter. Just give them inspiration, your audience. Give them information. And then the third thing comes out of you. Whatever comes out of you that you want others to give to you, that your mom and daddy never gave you, that your husband, boyfriend, whatever friend, you never gave you, that bad relationship never gave you, that's what you give to the public. But first you have to do the first two. The first two I's have to come in place. Then the audience is softened up. The soil has been turned over. Now it's ready for a seed. You don't see the soil and it's hard and you just start pouring water on it hoping it to soften up. It don't go that way. Wake up, Gemma. So you have to give them inspiration and information.
Yeah.
Whether it's Claudetta's book, whether it's some other author, whether it's somebody's song, and they need to know how to sing it the right way, you have to inspire the audience, inform the audience, and then after you do that, you do whatever else that you didn't get as a little kid, your caregivers didn't give you. What is that thing? And whatever it is today may change tomorrow. Write it down, whatever it is, because that means that's what you give the audience. And the audience will attach itself emotionally to your channel. And you will go from 12 subscribers, 18, and it'll just start moving because you go like, oh, I must really be doing great. No. Just the last thing you gave them that you didn't get as a child in that relationship, from that job, from that man, from that woman, from your mama, from your daddy. When you give them that you never got, it's over. You need to have your PayPal ready. You need to have an offer, because they're going to go like, okay, I enjoyed the video, but I want something tangible from you in my house to show my friends this is the channel I listen to. You need a digital product. You need a t-shirt. You need something. You need a coffee. You need a hat. You need something. Because people love souvenirs from people or places that they love and experience adventure. And if you don't have that third step, they'll move on. They'll leave the subscribe button in place, but they'll move on. They won't be watching anymore because they know you're a one-night stand. Emotionally, you're a one-night stand. You're not really a giver, a complete giver. It's like you're just in and out. So if you show them, I'm not really going anywhere. I'm going to be right here with you. So come back for your inspiration. Come back. I'll give you some information. But more importantly, what I'm going to give you is I'm going to give you a sense of grounding, of stability. I'm going to be the person that's reliable for you. And I'm never going to pacify you. I'm going to hurt your feelings on purpose. And you're like, that just sounds wrong. We can't do that. No, you hurt their feelings. And this is why I love Claudetta, because his tough love. I'm going to tell you the truth. I love that. I love when she does it. I can sit and listen to her talk for hours. She go, and that, and then that, because that's real life. That's that person on the porch, that old person on the porch. You go like, okay, I'm going to go talk to, my adopted grandpa over there, and he's going to tell me some stuff, or this person over here. And that's what you got to give them. You got to give them that. And that's why I love your videos, because you do the quirky stuff. I mean, it's fast paced. You do. And then all of a sudden there's like this moment where you give them that, and then you're out. You give them this thing. I'm not going to say what it is, because but it's a thing you do. I'll tell you. Maybe I won't. No, I'm not going to tell you.
No, I was going to say, I mean, why break the habit? Don't tell me.
What? No,
I said don't break the habit.
Don't break the habit. I normally don't. Yeah, I don't. I let it go for a while, and then I go like, hey, you know what I liked about that? 1,700
and when
videos
he says
later.
a while, like it's 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, that's about right. And then I'll tell you, to go like, well, you could have told me. No, because then you're looking at it every time. Now you're thinking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why it's like working with somebody on a studio on making a film. We tell the actress or the actor just enough for them to give it, but it's kind of like, I don't really know what I just did. And go like, can you tell me? Go like, no, I can't tell you, because we may have to work together again. I want you to just get in the mode to give me that, and then just walk away from it. And after a while, the person figures out on their own, oh, that's what that director was trying to give me. And so I do that. I do that all the time with you. We go like, okay, Gemma, you can't just keep nodding your head like you're doing right now. You got to actually say it. It's a film. People can't. So when it comes to inspiration, information, that's something that most people have not started because they've been on Instagram. They're posting to get some type of internal satisfaction. But when you come to YouTube, it's the other way. Go ahead. You were going to say?
Instagram's very one track. You can never get a grasp of a person's personality from Instagram.
None whatsoever. Very one track.
What they think they want to be like, but not what they actually are like.
Yes. So because of that, when you come to YouTube, it's not about anything you've already experienced. It's about what you didn't receive in your life. YouTube is about what you didn't get in your life growing up, as an adult, in a relationship, from a job. Just go really watch YouTube videos whenever you watch them with no agenda in your head. That I'm watching this so I can learn this, or I'm watching this so I can learn how they do this. Stop it. Just stop. People do that when they start relationships. I want to do, comparisons constantly. Just watch the video and you will find out from that person. Listening to me. If you watch anything that I'm doing, you can know exactly what I missed in my life growing up. Now everybody's going to go back and watch and go like, oh, and I'm going to study him. Yes, study me and you'll understand why there's, well, at least on this channel, there's at least almost 7,000 people watching it. I'm giving them what I didn't get. Or I'm giving them what I got that they didn't get. I actually almost gave it away right there. So actually I kind of did. But if I got something, if my parents never divorced and were in love until they died, then if there's residue on me from that, I give the public that. Most people come on and it's video, especially in the mental health field, it's one video after another. This is what that person didn't give me. This is what they deceived me on. And they think they're the only ones having that video. There's tons of them. Oodles.
Yeah.
And boodles of them. And then they wonder why my numbers are good, and then it plateaus and it's nothing. And there's nothing they can do to change it.
No.
The only way to make it work, if you're on YouTube, and the work has to be one of three things. You're either having fun, you're trying to get awareness to a message, or you're trying to make money. You should always be one of the first two. The money will always take care of itself if you're really good at the first two. If you come on to make money, you will never make money because people can sense it. They can tell.
Yeah, they can.
Because the majority of people on YouTube are not poor people. They're people who already have money. They can tell when someone's desperate. So how do you do it? You come on giving them what you didn't get or that your maybe family or you specialize in outside of your family. What do you specialize in? Are you a straight talker? Are you a straight shooter? Then go on and give people straight and then get off close the video up. Just so again, I'm laughing right now. That's why I love Claudetta. Claudetta is like, man, I don't need an intro, man. Let's just talk about it. Let's just do it. Okay, there's an audience for that.
Yeah.
But there's another audience that wants it opposite of that. So she don't have to try to be everybody's audience. She only got to be the audience that likes what she does. I'm not in that boat. I got to be a little bit of everything for everybody. You don't have to do that. You are the type of audience for whatever your audience is. And like I said, the whole UK live, you keep doing UK, that's gonna have a life of its own too.
It's gonna stick, isn't it?
That's gonna stick. Yeah, it's gonna. And I told you how that happened. I was just randomly going like, hey, that would be kind of cool. Like normal moments I have every night, and I'm doing something, and all of a sudden my head like squirrel moment, squirrel. And I'm like, ooh, let's put that up and see what happens. And it was totally. I watched the video back, and it was like. It totally spiked at that moment that it, like the UK live pop. And I was like, cool. I was like, okay, I gotta tell Gemma, that's yours. Run with it. Because I'm not gonna keep using it because you need to do it on yours. It works. I just love researching stuff, just trying stuff out. And it's like Claudetta, when the first few times I had her on, the audience went crazy. The numbers were just like really good. They were like, it was like, I had one person, it was refreshing to have her on your channel. And I went like, dude, did she write that or did somebody she knows write that? I was like, who wrote that? That was pretty good. Because she came in and just, she went like that. And so when I put her and Susie together, it was like, it was like that. It kept, the New York and then the Chicago, I think it's Chicago. It was just this whole vibe was like, yeah, and then yeah, and then yeah, and it just kept, yeah, and then so there's an audience for that. But they were already on my channel. I just I wasn't providing that for them all the time. They would get some of that from me, but they never got it from a lot of the people that came on. So when you came on and they knew it was journaling involved, they really didn't want to hear anything else from you. They wanted just the journaling part because I had people on. I told you this before.
Yeah.
So that's what YouTube is about. The people are watching and sticking with people's channels, but in actuality, they're just waiting to see, are you going to give them something that they want? What people can get confused about is, well, how do I know what the audience wants? It's really simple. Who are you? You're dating them. Just be upfront, honest, and frank with people, like Crystal T's TV is. This is how I am today. This is what it is. This is just, and the people go crazy for that.
Yeah.
That's what YouTube is. Just, okay, so this is what it is today. I wasn't going to make a video, but I needed to come on and make a video. Not because YouTube tells me, but simply because I got something to tell you guys. Oh my goodness, everybody stops. People just totally stop. Yeah. Because most people don't have somebody that they could have family, but they still feel alone. So when you talk to them that way, they don't feel alone anymore. They could have children, they could have a mate, they could have whatever it may be. They could have a dog and they love their dog, but the dog doesn't talk to them the way you do when you come on and say, hey, look, I just need to talk to everybody. Like that video, I call it your breather video. I told you that I liked that a long time ago. And I told you, and the look on your face was like, how could you possibly even like that? That's just like,
I know.
Like what I said, it works. It just, and I was going like, you got to keep doing that. That is so works. Yeah. People get addicted to that rhythmic sound. That's why, was it AMSR or AS, whatever it is?
It's AMSR.
I always forget. But
now you're confusing me.
That's that happens when you talk to me. But that is what you provide at times when you're talking and you don't even know you're doing it.
No.
It stimulates a person's nervous system or their psyche, and it makes them pay attention more when you're talking, and you do that. And it was almost like I didn't even want to tell you, because it's like what I said earlier. I don't want you always thinking of, because it doesn't come natural then. But when you just keep talking and you do it, you've done it a few times while we're talking here, and you don't even know you're doing it, but it actually makes people pay attention in our brain, because it hears a sound and it is trying to figure out what's the sound. It's not a laugh. It's not any, it's like, it's just right. It's just a thing you do. And it works when you're not thinking about doing it.
That's true. Yeah.
So your content from Instagram, it can seem challenging because there's a number of different videos, number of different things you're doing. You just got to be able to tell the story more than play the video or get a transcript.
Yeah.
Now, I'm personalizing it now. I know I told everybody one thing, but I'm talking about just yours right now. When you move things over, it's not even really about the video transcript and rereading it back.
No.
Because you have some like that. And then if that's the case, you don't need a transcript. You just play the video, stop and start, and explain it as you go and say, hey, I just wanted to share this with you. It's something I made back on such and such a date, such and such a year, but I think it's appropriate to discuss this now with you. And share it with a friend. Share this with your friend. No, I'm not telling you to go to Instagram and share it. You can do that too. I'm telling you here, and YouTube's the algorithm's gonna hear everything you said, and it's gonna do it for you. Even if you tell the in the video, I really hope, okay, algorithm, okay, YouTube, share this video out to everybody. It literally works if you do that, because the algorithm views everything as a prompt.
Yeah. It's a bit like ChatGPT, but within
very much so.
YouTube.
Yeah. And the way ChatGPT is going, they go so well together. If a person knows how to use ChatGPT the right way, which technically, I'm going to say this for the first time, I don't think I've ever told you this either, but ChatGPT needs to be used when it comes to YouTube. You use ChatGPT not as a virtual assistant, any of that. You use it as a production, as a script writing. You use it as a production team. You use ChatGPT as a production team. That's it. And there's a lot of things that go in a production team: researcher, content developer. There's so many other strategic writing, content strategist. There's so much in a production team. And yes, for $5.99, I'm that for all of you. So you can save yourself a lot of trouble. In person, that's what I am. But if you get ChatGPT, depending on whether you got free or paid, of course, the more you pay for it, the more the team gets bigger and more expertise for you. It was deliberately made to go with social media platforms. That's what ChatGPT is for. It was not made for just everyday living and just write an email. Those are added benefits. It's made to be a companion to social media platforms. The problem is most people don't take the time not to get to know how to use it. You can take courses, you can do all that kind of stuff. That's not what we're talking about right now. You have to know what you're trying to achieve. You either on a social media platform for awareness, or you got a message, it's for fun, or you're trying to sell something, a book or something, you're trying to make money. And that's how you talk to ChatGPT. You get prompts that are made just for fun, you're gonna have a lot of people trying to follow you. And if that's what you need and that's what you want, you're fine. If you have a message and you want to find a way to make that message more impactful and spread it out and get awareness, you got to talk to ChatGPT that way. If you're sitting there and you're going like, okay, I don't like not having money. So ChatGPT, I need to make $5,000 a month. This is my subject, or this is my YouTube channel. Just type in the name of your YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. It's called this, and I need to make $5,000 a month. ChatGPT, tell me from step 1 to completion, how do I do that? It is made to cooperate and work with social media platforms. But here's the big secret. Predominantly it's made to work with YouTube. A lot of people don't know that. It's literally made on purpose.
Yeah, I actually guessed that, to be honest.
Yes, you did. You guessed really well. Most people don't know that. They think, well, I'm just going to go, well, I don't have time to use it, but they're on YouTube. They're going, I'm just going to try to figure it out. Like, you need to stop. You're going to drive yourself crazy. Go over to ChatGPT and tell it, okay, ChatGPT, I want to make 100 grand and I want to make it in 24 months. Tell me how to make 100 grand on YouTube in 24 months. It will tell you how to do that. And then that's where it stops. Because if you don't have enough self-discipline, consistency, and humility, you will never make it.
No.
If you want to retire by a certain ChatGPT, you just got to tell it. Either you're trying to do a message, you're just trying to have fun on social media, or you're trying to sell something. That's the way it's made. So it means it goes against everything inside of you that says, well, I'm already doing it this way, and I'm going to do it this way, and this is what I want to do, and I'm just going to, you're laughing already, because no, I get it. I get people, and this is the way I'm going to do it. Okay, all right, go right ahead. You keep your $5.99 then, don't bother me, because I'm only making $4. Because this is a waste of my time. You're wasting my time, because I'm trying to show you what all of this is for, and then you will be fine.
I mean, it makes you laugh because when I was at college and I did computer science, we were always taught to do your research, do everything handwritten or typed or anything like that. If we tried to use any other tool, like it was plagiarism, it was the worst thing since sliced bread, and we were disciplined for it. So then along comes ChatGPT, bulldozed us a lot of that, and says, right, okay, so you were taught that way, so now you're going to be taught this way.
Absolutely.
And adjusting to that is a nightmare.
Absolutely. Right? It's absolutely. And you know what's interesting?
It feels like you're cheating.
Right. And that's what they want people to understand. You're not. We are getting people who know nothing that are in India, some part of South Asia, or some other part of Kazakhstan, and we're taking those people because obviously you people that speak English, your egos are just too big. You can't even have somebody help you for $5.99 and you think you know everything. What is the point of paying me if I'm trying to tell you? Just go ahead and just go do it on your own then. Because they're going like, we'll turn to the 80% of the world that doesn't speak English, and those people will do what we want them to, is what YouTube and Google are saying.
Yeah.
And they teamed up with, just like Canva did. They're really going like, why are these they're all teaming up? Because they're about to drop everybody that speaks English, because everybody in the Western world, well, we know it all. And that's not the way I want to do it. You don't even know what you're talking about. You have no idea that you're about to get left out of the new economy that's coming, that everybody's working from home.
Yeah.
They're about to do it to everybody. And they go like, well, I want to get this across and I'm going to set this. You need to stop. Because obviously you made it a point to not watch the news. What's about to happen? They're about to flip everything upside down from Dubai to the shores of America to UK. They're about to say, who's under 35? The rest of you people, I don't know what to tell you. Because everybody's going to be making it with ChatGPT, YouTube, and Canva. I'm telling you people, they're doing it already. It's happening. They're holding, YouTube has classes for people who don't speak English so they can learn what content creators in America and the UK already know. And they are not inhibited or arrogant or ego driven. That I want to do it this way and I want to use these colors. Okay, go right here. Okay. All right. You trying to fight me, but you don't know you're fighting the system. I'm already with the system. This is the new economy. It's coming. Whoever has a job now is going to be out of job unless they can sweep the streets and they can make a robot. If Elon and them can make a robot to do that, they don't need you either. You think I'm joking? I'm serious. It is crazy.
Yeah. I'm laughing because it's happening.
Yes, it's so right in front of everybody too. That's what's funny. And everybody thinks, okay. And they're watching what somebody did in 2020 or somebody with Instagram hacks that's getting paid by Instagram to tell you this stuff so you don't leave Instagram, and it's too late. People, it's too late. You're like, why are they making a show like this?
Instagram's boring as well.
Hey, would you say what?
Instagram's boring as well.
Oh man, I was gonna say something. I'll say it in private. So, yeah, they're in trouble. I'm serious. They're in trouble.
Good.
And if you have stuff on Instagram, I'm telling you way ahead of time. If you're listening to me right now, You better. I don't care if you wrote a book. I don't care if you wrote whatever. I don't care if you got a 9 to 5. You better go get your stuff off Instagram. Because you're gonna wake up one day. It's like here in the States, they got a bank called Wells Fargo, and some people start going like, "I had an account at Wells Fargo. They just sent me a letter and closed it." And they got one that was in the news the other day. He had over $100,000 in the bank. He hadn't used that account for forever. Closed his account. He's still trying to get his $100,000 back.
Oh my gosh.
Technical difficulty to get $100,000 back. I was going like, no, technical, my foot. You better use my money. And then so because it's a thing that if you don't use it or it's just sitting there, they're getting it off their books because it's making them lose money with advertisers. Everybody, I'm trying to tell you, if you work with me, I am not playing. It's happening. If you put something, you go like, oh, I didn't worry about Instagram. I didn't worry about it. Okay, fine then let it go. But if not, you go to, if you got an Android, you go to the Google Play Store, and there's tons of them. It's called Instagram Downloader, a downloader for Instagram. You get that app, and then you go over to or go over to Instagram and you use that. Or you do it the Instagram's way. They started doing this because they knew people were using a downloader for Instagram from the Google Store. Now you go watch your video, you can go in and hit share, and now you can download it via them. They want to be able to see what you're taking. I'm telling you, you can go do it. It's fine. But you want to be able to have your own place it goes to. So when you download it via Instagram, they not only get to see what you're doing, but they get to decide whether they're going to let you take it or not. And once you do it enough, they will find a way to stop you from, I'm not making this up, guys. It's happening to numerous people.
Yeah, they will.
They are not playing. They know it's over. And so many people they keep posting on Instagram. I tell people, hey, I want to work with you back. Okay, first thing you need to do is stop posting on Instagram. Because you're going to post something that's really juicy and you'll never be able to see it again.
No.
And I made it. This hat is driving me crazy. So anyhow, so yeah, I'm so OCD about things being straight. So and I'm not straight. And I don't know why it's running anyhow. So anyhow, everybody, please go to Instagram. If you got to reach out to me and say, Paxton, I need your help, do it. Everybody, if you're working with me, just do it. Don't let pride get in the way. Don't ego get in the way. Don't indecision get in the way. All the above. Listen, you need to go get your stuff because everything you posted is worth money on Instagram. Everything you go, oh, that's just stupid. I just reposted that from somebody else. Everything is valuable if you already started a YouTube channel. And I will show you. Whether you take it or not, whether you want to go back and forth with me, because I don't go back and forth with anybody, because I know what I'm talking about. You got to know all of it will help you with your awareness. If it's just for fun and you want to let it go, then let it go. Don't even worry about anything I just told you. But you can take your Instagram stuff and repurpose it. And if anything else, if nothing else, I should say, if nothing else, you can take it and turn it into a commercial to promote your book, your coaching program, or whatever it may be. Or you go and you hire Gemma. you go hire Gemma for your social media stuff, and she will turn around and make some of your stuff. I'm really serious. Some of your stuff is really cool. You know, if I was 20 years younger, I'd probably make it the same way. But I'm not as quick as you are at putting that stuff together like that. I got too many stinking video libraries with videos of other people and my stuff.
I mean, is there any wonder?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, I was going to tell you this other thing, this other new thing. Well, I'm going to tell you. I'll just tell you in front of everybody. And so this other new thing is, oh my goodness.
Oh no!
So,
now what?
CapCut about CapCut because they're owned by TikTok, Chinese government, all this kind of stuff they say. So they're losing people now, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to DaVinci Resolve, which is honestly, seriously, guys, if you really want to, in the long run, make stuff, that's what you do. Because, you know, it's what Hollywood uses. It's what movie makers use, independent filmmakers, they pretty much use. If they don't use Adobe or whatever, they use a DaVinci Resolve. Because once you can pay and get the license, or you can use it free, it's free. And it's like whatever you need, you just got to learn how to use it and be patient with yourself. There's tons of tutorials, or you can go through their tutorial, or you can have somebody teach you how to use it, you know, and you just be patient. But in the long run, you'll save money because CapCut is, depending on what you use, it could be over 200 some odd dollars
Mm.
the year if you pay for it and get all the bells and whistles, where it used to be free or it used to be only like $10 a month,
Yeah, I
$9.99.
noticed that
Okay,
the other
so
day.
once the government shut it down here in the States, it was like they turn around and were like, okay, then fine, then we're going to charge everybody $20 for the good stuff. So if you gotta, if you decide you set yourself up to edit stuff, you want to find whatever is free that will work for you.
Hmm.
Or you say, there's only two ways to go. I'm going to do it free and hey, this is fine with me, or I'm going to pay, and it's going to be worth it. So if you decide to pay, DaVinci Resolve can seem overwhelming, but it's way better than using Adobe. So I'm having this discussion for those of you who understand what I'm talking about right now. Most people don't have to do that, and especially if you I don't know, work with me, go buy something from my merch, I will be your editor. So it's like it don't take much. I will edit it for you, or I will show you how to edit stuff that works for you. The key is finding an editing platform that works for you and your workflow.
Hmm.
And so how do you do that? You're using CapCut, I think, right? Still, right?
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, and there's others that will work. There's lots of them.
And Canva as well.
Yeah, and yeah, Canva can work pretty well. There's a lot that's free that can be done, or you get a paid version that will work for you. Just don't be in a hurry. That's the biggest thing I tell you. Just don't be in a hurry. Just don't be trying. I got to put it out. Got to put it out. Stop all that. That's Instagram. Those days are gone.
Yeah.
You don't.
Social media toxic mentality.
There's your video. There it is. There's your video. Your next video.
Mm.
You make a commercial like that.
Live with Gemma Blythe.
Yeah, there you go. So most of what you're doing, it appeals to generations. It's not made geared just for one type of person to watch. And when you're doing stuff, Gemma, so that's what's unique about it. I'm tempted every now and then, and I might do it. So here's your first time hearing it. Fair warning. I'm tempted to like, hey Gemma, I'm gonna send you a couple of videos, make something out of that.
Oh hell.
Send me a bill. So I just want to see what you're gonna do with it. I know what I would do with it, but I go like, I've done it already a few times. I go like, man, I know what I would do with this. I know what I'm gonna do with this, and I know I'm gonna change my mind later and then change it again before I actually put it out there. But I wonder what Gemma would do with it, just to see what she.
I can just imagine you while I'm doing that, sat there like an evil villain.
Yep,
Like
there you
stroking
go.
your
You need
bunny
the music and the
rabbit.
whole thing. There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, and you need the cape and the whole. You sit there. Oh, almost at the movie. Oh, almost at the movie. We went and saw. Oh my goodness. The Sonic. Have you seen Sonic 3? That's the one I'm thinking of right
No.
now. Oh, okay. That's the evil villain part. Jim Carrey. You got it.
Oh yeah.
You
I
get a
love
chance
Jim
to see
Carrey.
it. Okay, you just almost said. No, you got to watch it. I'm not gonna give it away. But the evil villain part. That's yeah. You got to go see. You'll see why. And it's two evil villains. Let me just put it this way. There's two evil villains. It's not just Jim Carrey, but it's just Jim Carrey. Ooh, I kind of gave it away anyhow. So
Yeah, you did.
so you gotta see, and that would be funny if you were an editor like that. You're just like, you're this evil villain editor. You just give it to me. Send me your stuff and watch me transform it. But the big thing right now, when it comes to editing, it comes to marketing, a little bit with branding, but it's not as much like it used to be. A few years ago, it was big, but right now, what's very big is people repurposing their stuff on Instagram. It actually started about 2 years ago, back in 2023, where a lot of people who know about it knew that what's about to happen is coming. Instagram, Meta start locking up Facebook accounts and other stuff, and you can't take it anywhere and all that kind of stuff. Can't move it anywhere. We don't want to see it anywhere else, or we'll ban you. All this stuff is coming, you guys. You think it's not? It's coming. They're gonna tell you. They're trying to stop this migrating over to YouTube. You made it on with them, and now you're going over there to go put it over there. They want to stop it. And they're gonna make it where, as a part of the bylaws of being on their platform, it can't. It's us exclusively.
Just
Okay.
another one of the bylaws.
It's one of the million. Like if you get hacked, we don't help you. That's their main one. If you get hacked, you're on your own. Start another one. But yet we got all your old footage and all your old videos and pictures and everything else.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden that just disappeared too when I got hacked. No. Can I have it back? And they're going like, well, no, we don't know it's you. Whatever.
Of course you do. It's not like we've
call
got
me
our
and we can video call and I
IP
can prove it's me.
addresses.
It's like, how do you get, it's like, we don't have to keep going back and forth. How about if we just get on a video call and I can prove you that it's me within a matter of moments, just like I would if I needed to show my ID to get into a place.
Exactly.
They don't want to do that because they want the content.
Yep.
And so everybody, please be careful with your content right now. A lot of things are coming over the next 90 days or so, if not 6 months. So you need to make sure that your content that you've made, stuff that you like or that can be repurposed, if that's the road you want to go down. I got that one here. Look at it sticking out right there. Oh, yeah. I know. Scroll moment. Okay, so if you got anything like that, please make sure you have got to go get it. You better go get it, man. If you got pictures and they're the only ones of your kids or grandkids, it is not what you think. Them suckers are gonna be gone. They're gonna be gone. You better go get them if that's what you think you need to do. And if you want to repurpose them, just reach out to me. Just reach out to me. Hey, Gemma, you know what? We should start a channel together.
Oh, gosh. Could you just imagine? It'd be chaos.
We should start a channel where we talk to people about social media and about posting and other things like that.
Yeah. We'd just be sat there ranting like for the whole time.
I know. I'm gonna do prompt ranting. Man, I can't even speak. Prompt rant.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna have something I talk about just to prompt you so that I can sit back and be quiet while you're ranting.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have
Then
stuff
it's me that gets
stuff
into
that irritates
trouble.
you. Would you say what?
Then it's me that gets into trouble and you're
Of course.
like
What
the
is
stirrer.
all this? Hey, that's why I got Susie and Crystal, so they can say stuff that I agree with, and then somebody gets mad, they get mad at them. I don't get hate mail. I never got hate mail. All my channels, I don't get hate mail. People love me to death. And then I go rant every now and then. They go like, okay, he's been pretty quiet. He can get away with that one. Okay, so we're done here. Everybody, if you've sit there and watched this and you watched us, there's only one thing. Wait a minute. Somebody put something over here. Ooh, let's see what somebody said. Oh, look. She just landed in Florida. I don't know if
Oh, yay.
I have a thing here. I don't know what this
That's exciting.
yeah. Oh my God, that's loud. All right. Enough of that. All right. Hey, I am so happy she finally landed in Florida. Crystal's going to be meeting her pretty soon. That was like, oh wait, was that right now? I think it's right now.
That
Anyhow,
trip's come round
I'm happy for
quick.
you, Susie. What'd you say?
That trip's come round pretty quick too.
Yep. We can't. Look forward to all the police mugshots and stuff like that when you guys partying. No, I'm just kidding. Having a good time. Susie in Florida, along with Crystal. Crystal and Susie meeting for the first time in person. My goodness, they've been knowing each other since 2023.
Oh, crikey.
Via NATV. And now they're going to meet in person. Susie, next, you should go over and meet Claudetta in person. You should just take a tour. You just start meeting everybody. She already said she'd go out to your way. She'd be in the UK next. She'd be in the UK next. She just keep going. She said, haha, no. What? Haha, no what? What is the no for? Oh, there you go. I got you. She's going to meet Gemma. She trying to get to the UK. I know what you're trying to do. You trying to get over there so you can get you. I'm going to make her mad right now. She's going to go over there and meet her a UK man, huh? Like, Paxton, will you stop saying that? I don't want no man in my life. I don't need no man in my life. He was like, no, ooh, no cuffs. No, that's right. Yay. You're in Florida. They're not going to put no cuffs on you. They just waterboard you, torture you. They get you in the jail cell. She said you're next. She's gonna be making a list. It's gonna be
it's literally gonna be Susie going on a world tour.
There it is. Hey, live from New York,
Susie's
but in Florida. Live from New York, but in the UK. You both should do a live thing together. The UK live, New York live, all at the same time.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
She goes like, no man. Hey, you don't even need a man to open her door for you, huh? You just kind of like just you don't need me to take your trash out either. I do that myself. uh, you wait, you? Oh, I'm the only man for you. Oh, thank you. I'm just making that up. She didn't say that, but anyhow. So everybody, please, now it's in my head. I'm gonna have to talk to you. Maybe we have to make another channel
Oh gosh.
talking
What's
about
that
social media.
for?
You go like, it's enough. I got to stay up to 9 o'clock already. But it's at 12 o'clock over here, which means you're 8 hours ahead of me, which is 8 o'clock, correct?
About 7:30.
7:30.
Yeah.
Like her eye thing is happening now, everybody. I'm gonna have to go. Her eyes start messing up. That means she's been on too long with me. You guys don't know that. So when her eye starts acting up, everybody, when her eye, in my hands, when her
Well, you
eyes
see, you
start
blame
acting up,
me.
that means she's been on too long with me. It never fails. I have to leave. She does that when she's on the live with us. It means she's had enough. But go ahead. You're gonna say what?
You
It's
blame
okay.
me when you sneeze.
Oh man. So you should blame me when your eyes
Yeah.
start. There you go. It's even. See?
Yeah.
It's good. We should do that.
Woohoo.
We need to we could start another channel
Oh
that
gosh.
talks about social media and branding. Okay?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We should do that. But we're really starting it so that we can promote all the other channels.
Oh yeah.
And so if anybody has a YouTube channel, let me explain to you. That's really how YouTube actually works. Just so you know. It is not what people think. I'm going to do a channel and I'm going
And
to
then
talk
you
about.
get
No.
crazy people to run
Yes.
it.
That's what you do. That's exactly what you do. I think she just called you crazy, Susie. So what I was gonna say is,
I
so
was looking more in your direction.
I was gonna say, yeah, that is true. Huh?
Yeah.
So and that would be true. So you use one channel to promote all the other channels. That's how you use YouTube. So if you have one channel right now, that's all you need. Why? Because you probably haven't moved your content over from Instagram to YouTube, or content you have on TikTok, or content you have on LinkedIn or X. And what is that content? It doesn't have to always be video. It could be what you wrote on Threads. That's content. So it's not about videos. It's about your mind, what you think, your opinions. That is the content that YouTube wants. Because it means once they find out what you think and what your opinions are about something, or a modality or a lifestyle, or what you're thinking, they go match that with the audience of viewers they already have. They have viewers already, global viewership. They have it. They need to find out from you, what are you talking about? What do you want? Do you want money? Do you want to just get on here and have fun? Or / they consider entertainment? Or do you have a mission and a message you're trying to get out? And as soon as you're clear on all of those, then they know what to do with your content. If you're not clear on any of that, it doesn't matter what your description is. It doesn't matter what color your banner is. It doesn't matter. All of that stuff that means something on Instagram means nothing to them. Mm-hmm. What are you on our free platform for? Now, you could talk with me, and I could tell you right up front by just looking at your Instagram or talking to you. Or what's better is you figure it out yourself. What am I doing this for? And then once you know that, then put it on repeat. And now YouTube, which is run by men, okay, they know the trash can is right there, but you got to remind them to take the trash out. They know the dog is there and needs to be walked, but they will wait till the dog is scratching at the door. Oh, I got to take him. You have to tell the men right up front, I'm on this platform to do bam, bam, bam. I'm here today to talk to you about bam, bam, bam. And then now they can say, okay, this person, Susie, Miroslava, Paxton, they're for these people. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Narcissism today, development tomorrow, this, that. It don't matter to them. They just need to know what to do with what you say. So when you make the videos you're making, Gemma, it tells YouTube, okay, she's more than just a person coming on. Okay, because either that or she's paying somebody to, because they don't know, but they got a pretty good idea. If you keep doing it, okay, she's not just somebody that's getting on here talking. She's got skills. So when I jokingly, in a serious way, say, hey, you know what? We can start a whole nother channel. Because we could sit on and go on for like 20 minutes and do what we just did today. And somebody will watch, guaranteed, somebody will watch that.
Yeah.
Because they can't afford $5.99. $5.99. They want to figure it out on their own how to use it.
Yeah.
So we could literally, I'm not saying we got to do this, but but that's the same thing about if you pick anything else or your own channel that you have right now. If you have a channel and you go like, why do I have a YouTube channel? I'm not even doing anything with it. So let me just give up. That's fine. It's not a problem. No pressure. Or you say, let me see if I can, I don't want any unfinished business. Let me see if I started this. Let me see if I can do something with it. But you can't approach it the way you do Instagram, where I just pick it up. I got something to say and I'm just going to say it. And here it is. And you just going to take, because this is the way it is. And okay, that's fine. But if you watch anybody that's doing that right now, and they were really big before on TikTok or anywhere else, their number, I guarantee, well, you can't see what I see. I can look at everybody's numbers and their numbers are just plummeting because the audience is tired of hearing it. Because they just come on and they're ranting and saying the same thing over and over. The message is the same and there's no entertainment. There's nothing there that makes them feel like they got to keep coming back. And everybody that I'm working with and that's working with me, all of you have stuff that people want to come back in here. It's just getting adjusted to the platform. I have paid.
Exactly.
You have to have paid stuff that goes to Patreon or wherever you put it, fourth wall or whatever. And then I have stuff that stays on YouTube. That if I lost it, I could care less. I make it so that I can get people to go over to Patreon. YouTube doesn't mind that. They don't care. Instagram does. They do not like that at all. Meta does not like that people go somewhere else to make extra money or money, period. You got to make it on Instagram or Facebook. And they get you addicted by keep giving you views that make you think, well, they always give me something. If I go to YouTube, it's hard. They're playing with your ego. They're playing with your psyche. The same thing you say, a person can say, maybe not you, but a person can say, I'm strong. I know what I want and nobody can tell me and I follow my own marching band. Okay, then stop posting to Facebook and Instagram and see what you can do. See the withdrawal symptoms that you have because they got you addicted.
Yep.
You don't have that when you go to YouTube. You don't have it where I got to post on YouTube because it's normal. It's a normal, healthy relationship. The other ones are abnormal. They're playing with you. And it's hard for somebody to say that when they think they're a survivor or whatever, but try it. Don't post on Facebook. Don't post on Instagram and see Meta knows what it's doing to you. They've studied human behavior and they've taken it to a whole nother level called abuse. When you can go to Facebook and Instagram and say, I'm posting for either it's fun or / entertainment. I'm doing it because I'm spreading awareness or I'm trying to make money. The majority of the top tier accounts on Meta's platform are there to make money. They're not into awareness and stuff like that. You can go get that anywhere. You want awareness? Go get that somewhere else. You want entertainment? Go get that. You can't even get entertainment really off of Instagram. That's not what it's for. It's there to make money for the top shareholders and the top people with the top accounts. Everybody else is meaningless to them. YouTube's not like that. Now, if this was that big of an important message, I wouldn't have it in my members only. I tell everybody, I want people who work with me, I want you to understand this is not what you think. It's business. But if you got a book like Caldetta, if you got services that can be offered like Gemma, YouTube's in love with you. They're telling you, please stop going to Instagram. Bring your services, bring your book, bring it all over here. And we will show you how to do it. Or you can go hire somebody to show you how to do it. and you can really make money because they have an audience where all of them combined, not just Instagram and Facebook, but anyway, just slap them all together. They can't come close to Google.
Mm.
What's missing is people knowing how to use the platform.
Exactly.
And it's very hard because
Mm.
you're trapped in the way you feel because of what Instagram and Facebook does to you.
Mm.
Oh, I got 4,000 people over there. I got this kind of people. I got, and the whole time they're going like, you're just another person we could turn around to
Mm.
advertisers and make money off of you and not give you nothing.
Yeah.
And if you get hacked, we're not going to help you
Nope, they don't.
because everybody's replaceable. They go like, all of you people are replaceable. We don't have to help you. What am I going to help you for? I can go get another Gemma. I can go get another Paxton. So what you got to know is to flip the tables. You got to treat them the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's hard if you think they've been helping you. Then I repeat, you're in a narcissistic relationship with social media. The same thing you say, I got away from that. And you see tons of accounts. There's tons of accounts.
Yeah.
Some of them you guys know, and they came to me and go like, well, this is the first thing I tell them, okay, you got to stop posting on Instagram.
Mm.
Well, I don't know. That's where all my followers, the people not following you, they're stealing your content.
Mm.
Then people really don't. But in the comments, those people, maybe. Some of them, yes.
Mm.
And the way you find that out is take whoever says something in your comments and repost what they said and start talking to them. If they don't want to talk back to you, they're there for some other reason. They need your content to be on their platform so they can stay viable on Instagram because they can't come up from scratch with some content.
Yeah.
So if you came up from scratch, from zero, and made content on Instagram based upon your feelings, your emotions, your opinions, and your thoughts, that's what YouTube wants.
Mm.
You now can take that video, go over to YouTube, and sit there and go like, okay, YouTube, it's confession time. This whole series is going to be called Confessions. I'm going to confess. I was mean to YouTube. I didn't know about YouTube, and I don't want to cheat on YouTube, but I was cheating on YouTube with Instagram. So let me show you what I posted on Instagram, and I want to explain myself. So I hope you keep coming back to my series because on Instagram, I've got like 600 videos over there. So this is a series that's going to be at least 600 episodes, if not close to that. Do you know how many people will break their neck to watch you come on and do a confessional that I've been posting on Instagram and I'm ashamed of myself? I just gave you that. To whoever wants it, you can have it. You can have that one because I just made that one up. Just do it, and you watch and see what happens. Don't go like, I'm going to teach everybody about developing and just stop. It's a good idea, but nobody knows you. How about if you went on and introduced yourself just keep doing every time, over and over, and hence why you and I found out in real time when you remember about I'm gonna type in Gem of Life, and then
Oh gosh, here we go.
Let me scratch that out and try that again because I see what's coming up, but let me keep doing that, and it's like YouTube's going like,
yeah,
Imperfect TV. And here comes Gem of Light and Life with Gem of Light. They keep shoving it in my face. You know what the day was like. We didn't do it live for everybody, and I'm going like, I was dumbfounded. I literally was dumbfounded because I'm totally locked in on Imperfect TV, right?
Yeah.
And YouTube is like, I don't care what you want to watch. You're going to watch this. You're going to watch this. And they do that a lot, by the way. And we went through it, but most of the people that I work with now, I haven't done it to them. I think I did it with Crystal once a long, long time ago. And it's changed now. YouTube views Crystal totally different. And I haven't done it with you, but I've done it with Crystal and Susie's because I manage their channels. Okay. They will give you hashtags that you didn't even ask for to tell you the audiences that they put you in front of. I haven't done it with you, but I've done it with theirs. I've just never showed them. And with Crystal, and they literally, it's mind-boggling because they will say these different categories, and it's because the AI has reviewed all the videos, and it's telling you these are the hashtags you should use. They literally, and they
Yeah.
didn't used to do that. They didn't used to do. They do it now on a regular basis. Okay,
Ah,
and it's kind of like you don't even have to you don't have to guess. They
no.
will tell you these are the audiences we put you in front of, and they do at least 500.
Oh, wow.
So that's why a person can overthink. Okay, is my SEO right? Is it? They're moving everything around so it's so simple to grow
Mm,
because they're doing the work on the back end for someone.
yeah.
You just have to set up the channel initially with the basic things that need to be done, set in certain default things, and it's like it's like less than 10 minutes to do that,
Mm,
and you're done. It can be tweaked along the way depending on what you keep talking about. But now you're in a position, and I haven't done it with yours. I was going to do it this week because I knew I was going to talk to you today before I do the live next week. I think this is next week. Yeah, next week. I wanted to make sure that I've looked at your channel and sent some stuff to you because you manage your own channel. Make sure to send you stuff, but how they actually see you since the
mhm.
whole, I was going to say debacle, since that awakening of you and I sitting there going, and I typed in your name and I'm like, okay, I see what you're giving me, but let me type that in again
Yeah.
because I'm trying to get to Imperfect TV, and
Mm,
it's like, it's there, but we want you to look at this first, which was Life with
yeah.
Jim and Eve Blythe, and they kept shoving it in my face, and I was going like,
Mm,
that means if it's doing it to me, it's doing it to everybody.
mm,
And you know how many videos you didn't have on there at that time. It was just weeks ago.
yeah.
You know how you didn't have like nothing happening there. It's like you
No.
had everything happening on an Imperfect TV,
Mm,
and they're got Imperfect TV like second. It was like,
yeah.
that's got all the videos. He was like, hold on a second. And it's like, because it's the way the algorithm is doing it, they're
Mm,
picking and choosing because they're formulating a television station.
absolutely.
And you're being put in this category of people who, as in this case, you live in the UK and you
Mhm.
got Life, and we went through that whole part. What is that part I'm talking about? So if everybody doesn't know, if you put Life with or Live from,
Mhm.
you're in a whole nother category.
Mhm.
They're gonna treat you totally. They're like, we like you because you're either gonna go live or you're gonna talk about your life.
Yeah.
Why is that important? Because again, 80% of the nation, 80% of the planet does not speak English. So all of
That's
those
true.
people know nothing about the UK. They know nothing about New York. They know nothing about Florida. So if you dare make a channel that says Life with Crystal Nicole Black live from Florida, forget Crystal T's TV. They don't care about. It's like, we want that channel
Mm,
because now we can put you in the travel section. You could be talking about your mama, your daddy. You can talk about your grandfather. It don't matter. But you're going to show pictures from where you're from and talk
mm.
about. They're going to put that in live from New York. If Claudetta went live from Chicago, Tough Love, they're going to eat that up. Then
Mm.
Tough Love the book. Do you see where I'm going? All of it
Yeah.
is just they're totally changing everything to make whoever has a channel a personality without them
Mm.
even asking for it. To them, you're now a YouTube personality, actor, actress, all the above. They're just totally creating this whole persona without you even knowing it based upon the title of your channel.
Mm.
We're totally changed. They totally changed the tags that I have. And when I go to just type in my name, when I'm incognito or something like that, just to see how YouTube is treating the channel or what commercials they put on. And that's another thing. Everybody needs to really look at what kind of commercials you got being played on your videos. And every video can be different. Not that they will be, but the commercials on your channel tell you who they are selling to. You
Mm.
need to be really careful and start making note to go in incognito or have a good friend go like, hey, so what commercials did they show you? And it's very extensive research if you try to do it on your own, or of course you can always ask me if you guys are already working with me, because it depends on what time of day, it depends on what video you have. It's very, very skilled as to what they're doing to each channel and who they're allowing to sell
Mm.
on your channel, depending on the parameters that you set up. So if you set up on your channel certain ads to play and others don't, no political ads and no ads with this or that, but all these other ads I'm open to, that's a signal to them, okay, we can put these so type of commercials. If you need to find out how YouTube views you, two ways. Type your name into the search engine. You can kind of do a little research to find out what tags are associated with your channel. The second way, main way is what kind of commercials are they putting on my ads? Wake up, Gemma. What kind of commercials are they putting on my ads? No. What kind of commercials or ads are they putting on my videos?
Mm.
So please make sure you're taking the time. That's going to tell you what type of content to make. So if you go to watch a video and they have the big corporations putting ads on a certain video, then you need to make more videos like that. If it's little smaller companies, local companies where you are on your video, you can still make that, but maybe make a series of videos that cover certain subjects. If it's the bigger companies, you want to make good quality content that lasts at least 30 minutes or more, or at least go live and talk about the same subject, but live. Because what advertising companies pay to be on your video or channel when you go live is much more money that they spend. And if YouTube sees that they're willing to spend that money when you go live, that's why you find NATV going live once a month or certain times, because it's a live streaming channel. I've labeled so the algorithm reads it that way. So it's putting me in a certain category and in front of certain advertisers. Well, it's the same thing here with your channels. When you go live and you're not trying to get done quickly, or nobody's going to listen to me for more than an hour. Just because you don't listen for an hour don't mean these people ain't got nothing else to do. They ain't got to get to uni. They ain't got no kids. They ain't got this. They want an American sitting there, or somebody it speaks English telling them, and it's dubbed into their language. So you're trying to end something that you don't need to end. You need to be on and be thinking, well, I'm going to run out of words. No, you're not. And if push comes to shove, you have me on. Does it look like I run out of words? No. So that's the whole point. You're not going to run out of words because you have thoughts and opinions that you type somewhere. Go grab those things, set them in front of you. I don't care if you got to get one phone or a laptop and you got this, and you go like, okay, so I wrote on X the other day, 2 days ago, this, that. So this is what I was thinking when I wrote that, and just start talking. Just start. Don't worry about the description. Don't worry about the website. Don't worry about it. Just start talking. Once you master that, then you can really be concerned about the other stuff. Or I will take care of it. If you have me and hire me at $5.99, I will slowly start taking care of that stuff as you make it. You just need to do like Crystal and Susie are doing, make stuff. Stop thinking about and overthinking it. Just make stuff. The worst case scenario is you have Gemma make you this. That's really, because once you do it, you may go viral. You don't want to go viral though.
No.
Viral kills your channel. It'll just kill you and say you'd be done. It'd be like having a famous song and then nobody wants you after that. Why did we do this today? I like you said you came with no intentions and stuff like that. That was really good for you.
Yeah.
Just have to make me sneeze. All right, everybody. We really would stay, but this self scripted and induced train wreck from me is done. Gemma knows what she's doing.
Kind of.
Hopefully I said enough to confuse enough people that they forgot about what you said you're making. So, no, we have good people that are in our membership. They don't be taking other people's stuff. So you let me know what's your next step and what you want to try to achieve. Because yours is about awareness.
Yeah.
And a message. So life with Gemma Blythe, it's not really that hard to do.
No.
I'm trying to say it the right way. I'm not trying to say it like it isn't, but it really isn't. But I just need to know where you're at with it.
No, it's not hard to do. That's the way I phrase it, is it's me at home.
Yeah. That's
with
what
a
they
difference.
want, and that's what that's what YouTube wants.
Yeah.
They want they want not just your channel. They've evidently put you in a category with other people doing the exact same thing without even telling you, but they told you.
Yeah.
They kind of like put you in with all these people, and you're going like, why
Mhm.
am I in with all these people? I'm doing Imperfect TV, and I'm, and you go like, they're going like, no,
Nope.
we really think you should be doing this,
Mhm.
but we're not trying to force you, but we're just trying to show you. And the
Mm.
same thing applies to Claudetta, the same thing with Miroslava. And then the more and more they see you on, they know, oh, okay, you need to be over here because
Mm.
they have stuff. They're not just randomly just picking stuff. Everything that they have is already structured
Mm.
to fit the Google algorithm. And the Google algorithm is structured based upon answering specific questions.
Mm.
So when it comes to Life with Gemma Blythe, again, the Google algorithm is about one thing. It's a search engine
Mm.
answering a specific question via text.
Mm.
Now/YouTube video. Now/YouTube video channel that really is an educational ongoing course,
Mm.
but a sprinkle of entertainment. And if everybody didn't catch that, please rewind this part. I just told you what YouTube is all about. When people come on and try to go like, yeah, but see, I'm thinking if I have these colors and okay, this is not Instagram. This is not playtime. This is no, it's like really serious. A lot of people
Yeah.
don't know that when they get on YouTube. It's serious. They will totally make you non-existent on YouTube. You can put whatever you want on there. But if you don't play this, they're free. They're not charging anybody anything. Meta's charging $8, $4, whatever. I don't know what it is we pay a month to go live or whatever. And they're doing that for a reason, which is another good reason. They actually have a good reason because they're looking to be better than YouTube. But that's a whole nother story. What you've got to understand is that YouTube is not playing. They're very serious right now.
Mm.
It's going to get to the point, hopefully it won't anytime soon. They have certain parts of the world you have to pay to be on YouTube. That's why Meta did, I'm not Meta, but that's why Elon and them did what they did with X. They just went right to it and cut to the chase. We ain't going to play around like YouTube's playing with everybody. We just going to tell you up front, you're going to pay us $8 a month to come on here. And here's the bylaws. And then you can do whatever you want because now you're paying for it. It's a paid service that we can cancel at any time and ain't got to explain a thing to you. YouTube's not in that position yet. Certain parts of the world where you have to pay to be on YouTube, which is still in this experimental phase. But once they pass that phase, it's coming where everybody's got to now pay to be on YouTube. And now they own what you already gave them. So that's why you have to make stuff that will make you money because they're going to turn it into a subscription service. And you're not telling people to subscribe anymore. They're doing it for you. They're sitting there going like,
Yeah.
hey, look, subscribe to YouTube, period. And we're divvying up the money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you guys, I just told you guys, I just gave it to you. I just gave it to you. It's coming. Forget hey, subscribe. Cut that stuff out. Just come and watch stuff on YouTube, but the public's got to pay for it, if not the content creator. And the money they make, they're going to divvy it up. So if you're like Gemma right now, just like Gemma's here, Gemma knows how to actually make videos. Now you're more valuable. Even if you got crummy content, they still love you more than somebody that's got really good educational and had an MBA and all that. They don't care. They rather deal with Gemma because Gemma, they can tell Gemma, hey, Gemma, you want to offer your services? Hey, Gemma, you want to come work with us for a few videos? That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because they got people coming on that don't know how to make content. They just get on in front of a camera and sit at a table and talk. They'll take that for right now. But eventually, they're going to go like, can we match you up with Gemma and she can help you your stuff can be what you're saying is great, but so she can teach you or, hire Crystal to teach you how some basic acting skills. Well, the same thing. You could do the same too. You took a thing, last year or whatever. So
Yeah.
all of and me showcasing, we become valuable to the platform. So for you to be valuable with the platform, whether you're selling a book, whether you're doing whatever it is, the way you become valuable is don't change a thing. Don't add on. Don't think you're different. You need to improve. No, just get in front of a camera and speak your mind. They want that bad, like addiction bad. They want it from you because they know they're going to treat you better than Instagram did. And if you don't want to do that, take what you already made, take the words out, Like I said, put it next to you, call me up, I'll work with you. We can I'll produce and direct it for you, show you how to do it. We make a whole bunch of them. If you make 12, here's the key to YouTube. If you make 12 of anything, don't sit there and think, well, I made 12. When am I going to put it out there? Calm down, simmer down, pumpkin. Calm down, tone it down a little bit. Nobody made Indiana Jones right away and filmed it and said, let's just put it out there. It took years before they released it. Take what you've already made on YouTube, on Instagram, use that as a filler, as a primer to get the algorithm going and to get people's attention. Live the easy life. And everything else you're thinking, make it behind the scenes. And then release it. This is not Instagram and this is not YouTube of a year ago. They want you to do what I just said on purpose. Sit back, make it, look at it again, share it with a friend, get a research group, give it to me and I'll give it to a research group. I will you check it all out and then say, okay, got it. Why? Because you're already busy moving stuff over from one to another. Does your mom ever go like, is that guy still talking to you? Why are you still on with that guy?
She does, but I think she's got used to it now.
Lady Deborah. You got to tell her, go like, it's like watching a monkey in a cage. Mom, I got to keep watching. It's just better than going to the zoo. He just keeps doing stuff. He just won't stop. He just keeps going.
I said to her the other day, I said, I can't ever predict what he does.
That's right. And you know what's so bad is there are certain people who can, like Susie can totally predict when I'm and Crystal's pretty much. Crystal told me, hey, Crystal, if you're here, hey, how you doing? So it goes like, I don't even plan for anything. I just come on, just do whatever. I think Claudetta told me that once too. She go like, this time that show went really good because I wasn't even planning anything. I just went on and just did something and just went with the flow. I can't say how Crystal says it. She could go something flow, I forgot, flow state or whatever. I don't know. But and that really is the way YouTube is structured. It's based upon your mood and how you flow. And if your mood is uptight and I got to get some things done and what's the next thing, it does not work on YouTube. None. People pick up that the person's uptight. YouTube wants people to come on and do exactly what I do with each one of you. If you're watching this right now, watching back later, I talk till your ears fall off. I'm showing you what to do when you come on YouTube. Whether it's a 4-hour or 8-hour, 9-hour live like we do sometimes, and Susie keeps going because he's going to do a 12-hour one day. I think I told Crystal that a while back, and Susie too. I said I'm going to do it one day. I said just not right now. I'm pretty busy getting ready for 2026 right now, and we have a bunch of live stuff that we're going to do for some of our new channels. 1, 2, 3. I'm starting 4, and if I do the one we were talking about, that'll be 5. 5 new channels already. So I'm just kind of busy. But what I was going to say is you've got, if you're listening to this, if you're sad to say watching this, it's better to listen to it. Everything I'm doing is made so you listen to it more than watch it, except when I say wake up Gemma. But what I was going to say is if you're listening to this, much love to your mom. If you're listening to this, whatever you've been listening to, you can imitate everything you just listened to. And when I'm talking about what I've said, I'm talking about the rhythm of I've been doing it on purpose. As Susie says, Paxton, you're always doing something on purpose. And I finally figured that you're always doing it on purpose. If you've met with me this week, last week, I'm always doing something on purpose to show you more than tell you. If you write me and you want me to tell you whether something was good or bad, you haven't got to know me yet. I will show you so you will see how it works. It's not you're going to find the answer and then, oh, I got it. It's not that way on YouTube. Please tell them. It's not. Instagram it is because it's a ripoff. Meta, Facebook, if you've mastered any of those and you got a bunch of people, it's because they've just had a narcissistic relationship with you and you are the prey. They've just figured you out. You need the attention. You need the followers. You need the adoration. You need people to see you. You need to be validated. As soon as you cut all that off, you're going to be so free to step over to YouTube. And now you're going to feel the difference of being empowered. Not fake empowered and female empowerment, all this other stuff they try to say on Instagram. It's real.
Mm.
You will start to go like, I don't have to do anything. I feel like I should do something. You'll be walking around going, I feel I should need to make some. It's your body with withdrawal symptoms that they got you all amped up over there at Meta.
Mm-hmm.
Even TikTok is not that way.
No.
They created a model, Meta did, on purpose to get you addicted, to feed the beast so they make millions.
Mm.
I'm not making, ladies, gents, I'm not making this up. That's how it works. So the way you solve that is you say, I'm not giving you nothing. And here they go. Well, then fine, then we'll make you lose a few. Literally, this is what Meta will do. We're going to make you lose a few followers.
Yeah.
Why? Because some of them are theirs. That they could do that. And then they all of a sudden give you something back. And you go like, where are these people? I don't even know these people. And those are the same ones, if you go and look, they end up getting rid of the same ones. It's a game that they're playing. So the way you solve that is, if you like people playing games with you, then keep feeding the beast. But if you say, you know what? I don't live like that. If I started doing that to you, you shouldn't take it. God forbid if I do that. My daughters would slap me. You don't play games with people, and that's what they're doing. You're straight up front with people.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get a microphone. You need to get headphones on. You need to take this serious. Or say, you know what? I'm out. Then cool. Because it's serious money for the upcoming economy that people will be able to live on, even if they're over 50. Sitting and making educational, informational, inspirational videos to help people who don't speak English. That's where this all is going, everybody. Like, why did I listen to this guy? He's always on a soapbox. He's all upset. I'm in dad mode, yo. Listen, you gotta understand, it's not what you think. Even if you work with me, it's not what you think. It constantly is changing. And anybody that doesn't like changes, there's a pretty good chance they're addicted to Meta. Facebook or Instagram, one of the two.
Or both.
Or both, yes. That's true. But if you're dealing with Meta a lot, you're not going to have a lot of success on TikTok or YouTube. Because the next big thing coming outside of YouTube and TikTok is LinkedIn and X. They're the next set of social medias that will mirror YouTube and TikTok. LinkedIn is going to become TikTok for business people, and X is going to become the new YouTube for people who don't really understand YouTube. It'll be easier to work on X. But if you have particular opinions about one or another, I don't want to support that, I don't like Elon, whatever, then you do. That has nothing to do about anything that I'm talking about. I don't even go down that road because we're politically neutral. Whatever one can provide retirement money or sell products is who we deal with. And we can help people with that all the time. So if you're looking to pay a bill, there's only 4 places for you to be, and please do not put Spotify in there because that's a joke. Wake up, Jim. So do not put Spotify. That's not a real podcast platform. If you're wasting your time, see all your friends, they're just happy to put the logo up and look, I'm on iHeartRadio. They're wasting your time, okay? All of those people are way at the bottom when it comes to, go check it out. What's the top place to put a podcast? It'll blow your mind. All your friends, and if you're doing it, you're wasting your time go posting your stuff over there. You're better off going for a walk or going to the park. Mental health self-care day. What's important, if you decide to go down this road of I got something to say and I got something to sell, or I just want to get on and have me some fun, go to the platform that works for you. But if you choose YouTube, you got to know it's a business. Whatever you put on, they're going to make millions. And you could think, well, I was just on with Paxton. We talked about a little bit. Nope. they're making millions off of that
Yeah.
live. And you go like, well, only 17 people watched it, or only 100 people. They got people making videos right now on YouTube telling you, oh, we told you about, the 1,000 subscribers. They're coming right now. You're going to see even more of them. I was laughing
Yeah.
because a friend of mine told me, somebody that done a show with said, Paxton, how did you know? I said, I tried to tell you. These people have been telling me before a year ago. It's coming. YouTube's changing its position. Well, we want you to get 1,000 subscribers, but if you only have 17, you can still make money. We still love you because they're changing. 80% of the world doesn't know you exist. They're telling people ahead of time, come on over, get a camera. Then we prefer you get a microphone and everything. YouTube's telling people, okay, there's under $100. They can go type it in. How can I set up a podcast? There's tons of videos that they got now. They keep putting it in front of you. They're telling you, please, God forbid, put headphones on and get a microphone. Stop all the echoing. Stop all the double voices happening. Just get serious about this and stop trying to make money. Just get serious about doing it the right way first. Make videos, get equipment, and come on and speak your mind. And I want to make sure I have a script. Stop it. Stop it. Stop doing that. Just shut up and start speaking.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just making a shirt that says that. That should be my new thing going in 2020.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
Shut up and stop speaking.
Yeah.
Just start speaking. Because that's all they want. And it's therapeutic for you because you've been held down. You've been held back by Meta. Instagram and Facebook is not helping you. They're taking moments that you post in your life and give it to their platform. And if overnight it's gone, it's gone. You're better off making it in video format where you have the original copy and you go like, well, I have the original from when I posted that. Great. But if you made it a certain way and you don't have that anymore, YouTube is a video hosting housing service. So it's different. It's a totally different platform. Meta doesn't have the bandwidth. They don't have the storage capability. They don't have nothing that YouTube has. So you need to be mindful that you're in a position. And by the way, if you're watching, it's been 2 hours and 36 minutes. Okay. And most of it, we can call it ranting, but I've been literally giving a seminar to you of what to do with my cohort in crime here talking about social media, but trying not to talk too much me on purpose about what she's got planned going on because it's her own private content and stuff. But I'm doing this because, and I will continue to do this. Okay. I did it a few times and then I would just take them down because not everybody really wants to hear that their brand is really good, but they're being mean to it. A lot of people don't like to hear that. You have a really good brand, but because you were addicted to what you were doing over there, you think that's the way to go. Well, how's it working for you so far over there?
Exactly.
How's your awareness happening via Meta and them? If you're not on a red carpet or you're not throwing your body out there with no clothes on, you're not going to go anywhere over there. But on YouTube, they want you because your message is something 80% of the planet has not heard yet. So if it hasn't happened to you yet, it should be happening to you soon if it hasn't happened yet. So I go to post a video, and this started happening, 3 weeks ago. And I'm still trying to get accustomed to what happens when I go to post a video now, because the suggested titles from vidIQ or from YouTube are not in English. They're in the other, they're in the other 8 languages that it's my videos are dubbed into now. So that's a part of the YouTube partner program has dubbing into 8 other languages, Portuguese with all these other languages, stuff like that. So now, anytime I want any other suggested titles through YouTube or they come in, I can't read Arabic. So I have to literally make it go back to English And it's like it's troubling, but it's like it blows my mind every time because I
Yeah.
forget that these videos that I'm putting out and
Mm.
all the ones before are being translated or dubbed into another language. Now, I haven't went to go hear mine. I've seen other people go listen to theirs in a totally different language, and it's not always in a male's voice. If some guy he posted a video showing that he went to go listen to it and it's dubbed in another language. It's a female talking. He's like got a translator, right? Kind of a thing.
Mm.
So that's my only big thing about getting everybody into the partner program is so that you can get the dubbing. But
Yeah.
hopefully they said pretty soon everybody should have it if they don't have it now.
Oh, that's good.
I'm hoping so.
Mm.
Tell you, next time, we need to find out we need to do a whole series on what does mom do when you're doing your YouTube. You should have a whole skit like what
Oh
she's
God,
doing.
that'd be hilarious.
She'd like be partying. Oh, by the way, everybody, just so you know, on the way out here, Gemma got a new car.
I did.
All right. So Gemma got a new car last week, right?
Yeah, we've
Was it
almost
Tuesday?
had it a
Was
week
it the day we were
already.
supposed to meet? Was it that day or was it the following day?
We purchased it on that day, and then
Okay.
we picked it up the following morning.
Because you sent me this message that sounded like it was torture. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
Mom wants to go get a new car, Paxton, but we had plans to see each other. But Mom wants a new car. And I was going like, whatever, just go get the new car, dude. Forget about me, man. I'll either be here or I won't, but that's way more important.
Honestly.
I just want to know when you guys are going to get the first speeding ticket.
Mum will get it before I do.
Oh, that's messed up. What color is it?
It's white and black.
It's just simple. I like that. I'm like, hey, what's up with the shirt? I got a swirl moment. What's up with the shirt? Because the big eyeball that keeps looking at me, part of a nose.
It's a Scream t-shirt.
Who is that? Oh, Scream. Okay, Scream t-shirt. I got it. Yeah. See, so Gemma Blythe, Life with Gemma Blythe, it should do movie reviews too.
Yeah, I know.
Or maybe I told you that already. I
don't
remember. Yeah. It should do a review of Scream. Yeah. And you should do it for people who you think haven't seen it, like 80% of the planet.
Mm.
Instead of trying to connect with people who saw it. I mean, they could be in the chat or whatever or comment, but it's like they're going to talk about movies that you may have not seen if you live in wherever.
Yeah.
I don't know. And what's up with the UN thing? You still doing that? The UN women or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still doing that. I'm still in like the network for that. So that's good. So I'll get to find out what's going on in different places in the world and whatever. So it's really quite interesting to know what other people are doing.
If you get that information, where would you put it? You got 3 different channels, and it could be something as a side point on the newsletter, but I don't know if that's not a comfortable fit.
No,
for the
I
audience.
think it'd have to go either on. It depend on the topic.
I'm kind of leaning toward Imperfect though.
So am I, because
I wish we could call it ITV, but you would get sued. So you would get sued so fast it wouldn't even be funny.
I did think about IMTV.
I did too. I thought about that too.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking. I got it twisted. I started thinking of the new Mission Impossible. There's a new Mission Impossible movie coming out.
God.
And I was like, no, that's SMI. So IMTV. I didn't even research whether that's out there already or not. It's something though that could be utilized, but I think I want to do it again. Say ITV. I think Imperfect TV would be the place for what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because then that way people could go there and find it, especially if they're a part of it or they're interested in it. And because every channel needs to have 3 prongs that keep it in place, 3 placeholders. You would have your journaling.
Yeah.
Now you could add your UN updates, I want to say women of UN. I'm probably saying it wrong. You know how you can say it.
UN women updates.
Your UN women updates, which can float between whatever live you want to put it in,
Mm.
breaking news wise, UN live wise. Here's the updates. Here's the updates.
Mhm.
And so, and then the third thing that could hold that particular channel up is just the simple. See, you can pull off just going live, and this is something, like I said earlier, this is something
Mm.
I made before,
Yeah.
and let me talk to you about it.
Mm.
Let me talk to you about journaling.
Yeah.
But what's different between both of the two live shows is, and they don't have to be, you got one that's doing each week. You could literally do
Mhm.
the other one once a month,
Yeah.
because YouTube is real big about that right now. They're really trying to get people, hey, look, you ain't got to be on all the time, and they were going to, that's why I started doing it last year. Just doing, hey, we're only going on live once. And we're like, well, we're not going on any other time. And we're like, no, because YouTube's about to push that to
Mm.
everybody. Hey, save your mental health. Just go on once, go live for an hour, 2 hours, whatever. Chop all that up, put it everywhere after you let us have it.
Mm.
So if you went on whatever amount you want to, and you're giving this UN Women live update, but it's also an informational, it's also an infomercial that is
Mm.
informational for people who didn't even know it existed.
Yeah.
So if you went one entire year, I'm talking about stuff for those who you didn't even know it existed. Now, all of you regulars that are coming back, I've got some stuff for you, but let me explain a little bit about what this is all about. And you keep that within 90 seconds or
Mm.
less, get it where you're able to get it done within 35 seconds. Then you're able to go in and get into the stuff for the regulars that come back. Then you're literally networking and getting them to come on the show that are a part of it.
Mm.
It feeds itself. It feeds the beast itself.
Yeah.
That whole segment feeds itself.
Mm. It's true.
It's like Mission Impossible, Indiana Jones, Harry Potter, Seinfeld. It feeds itself. Why? Now you're just introducing characters within the template. Does that
Yeah.
make any sense?
Yeah.
You now are literally just sitting there going like, hey, by the way, are you free on such and such a date? I want you to come on and talk about your experience with UN Women.
Mhm.
Yes, I'll be happy to. We're spreading awareness.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
Mhm.
And now you're going to have more people that want to come on than you actually have time to actually do it. That's the
Yeah.
position, as we talked about before. We're on camera now, but we talked about before. I told you, I think maybe it was last week. I mentioned to you again. You have what I've already set up. You just haven't finished setting it up yet.
Mm.
Where you got this bubble that's a network, and people can't wait to come on, and you don't have to do a lot of work. You just got to get them on and then get
Mm.
the content the way you want it, so you can edit it later, and you have more content than you have time to edit.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, like what I have, you're able to go like, well, I don't feel like doing nothing today. It's
Mm.
like, why? Because I got enough content. I don't have to have people on. I don't have to have a live show. I don't have to do nothing
Mm.
because I have other stuff to do. And so that's the aspect that's missing
Yeah.
with Imperfect TV. You got to set
Mm.
it up so that that's how that's running. You
Yeah.
got the 3 prongs. You got the journaling. So you go
Mhm.
hunting down people, not on. You can do it on people from Instagram that want to move over to YouTube. But if you can get people from YouTube that talk about journaling, and you become this place that reviews other channels that do journaling instead of
Mhm.
it's all on you, and you're letting Annie kind of take
Yeah.
care of anybody that's been regulars and giving them the prompt, working with them a little bit.
Mhm.
And now it's time for me to hand the show over to the host and the owner of the channel, Gemma. And so, Gemma, take it away. And here you come now, coming on, bringing on a guest that talks about journaling, doing a segment that is 17 minutes to 22 minutes
Mm.
long about journaling, because you can't talk forever about it unless
Yep.
you're going to be on NATV and I'm being weird and stretching it out. Hey, do it. You know how I'm in the chat. In the
Yeah.
private chat, I'm typing, hey, do another one. And everybody's watching the live don't know I'm doing this. I'm torturing you guys.
And including me.
And yes, you, because you got to come up with it. And Susie's trying to stretch it out. And the whole thing's happening. And nobody knows it because they're just watching us. They don't know all this other stuff that's happening in the live production. And so the whole time stuff is happening. And that's why I said live it's not for everybody, because some people want to be controlling and control everything. They're not
Yeah.
like you, Susie, and others, or like Claudetta is, go like, hey, I just go with the flow because
Yeah.
I trust Paxton and everything's going to go with the flow. He's going to protect my brand. he's going to go out there and do it. Some people, it's got to be controlling. I can't do a live. What are we
Mhm.
doing? And they got, and no, because Susie can make it all happen. Susie can navigate it.
Mhm.
Crystal's there and can improvise. And then you just were doing what you were doing. It's the same thing. You take the same template and you turn it around with just
Exactly.
two people. And if I'm producing it for you or directing it, you just get to sit there and make it just happen. And they're coming on going like, well, this was really fun and easy. And that's
Mhm.
what they start to do. Well, have you ever need me to come back on again? Now they're doing that. You say, well, what
Yeah.
I need you to do is tell your friends. Do you have, the 3 people that maybe I could reach out to, or you could
Mhm.
reach out to and just send them my way. And now with the momentum is there goes the YouTube channel taking off.
Mhm.
And so what you have in place is you got all the other external elements that YouTube likes, the
Mhm.
you and women connection. You get journaling, and you can make journals. I love the merch thing that I think it was you and you just did. Yeah, I saw that
Yeah.
when I was going like, dude, I was going like, can you make me one of those? Because I'm a little busy, and Bree's a little busy. Can you make one? Because that's what has to happen. But
Yeah.
now you take those and you insert them in your own live show,
Mhm.
which is what YouTube wants from people.
Which is what I've been doing.
Yes, I know you've done, and that works because it's got
Oh,
like, you know what?
Monday, you'd
This
have
Monday?
laughed. Yes.
Wait, no, this past Monday, yesterday.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't. What I missed yesterday? What?
Oh, you would have laughed. I said, "Here's a message from our sponsors."
No, you did.
And
You
I
just sent it to
clicked
me.
my button.
Okay, I got to do it.
Nothing happened.
No. Okay,
The
where was it? Okay, go ahead.
the
What
like
happened?
video came up, blank
Yeah,
screen. And I went,
through StreamYard, right?
yeah.
Through
And I,
presentation. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Wait. Was it? Did you see it playing and nothing went out, or was it not playing at
no,
all?
wasn't playing
Okay.
at all.
Did you do it as a video file or as a share from a window thing?
Video file.
Yeah, they do that sometimes. I was
Do
gonna tell you that. Yeah,
you know, the warning might have been
I've
lovely.
had that happen, but not live. I do test runs. I have a lot of test channels in a couple of different types of test channels, 9 by
Yeah.
16, 16 by 9 in StreamYard, that are my own private things to test run stuff, right? And
Yeah.
so I've had it happen in test runs.
Uh-huh.
People are like, "What is Paxton doing right now?" And I don't hear nothing from him. I'm probably doing a test run for an upcoming show of making sure stuff works, right?
Yeah.
And like over and over and over again, and then
Mhm.
stop, and then do it over and over again. Okay, I'm done. It works, all right? And video files are the ones that always get me. And people used to,
Oh.
I've done shows for other people, and people, well, I'm just gonna send you a video, and you just play it then and go like, because they have no idea. Like, why is Paxton charging me this money? It's good, like, because I got to get all the kinks out that you don't see and stuff. But these are the things that can happen, and so it's it's a prepared video file
Mm.
that you have through presentation
Mhm.
that you're ready to click, and you click it,
Mhm.
and nothing happens, or you see it playing, but it's not playing for the public.
Nothing happens.
Not even you hit play.
Yeah. Trust
And
me, I
you
was
put
hitting
it in,
play.
you put it into the stream or into the studio.
Yeah.
Oh, did you try it after the show was over with?
Nope.
Yeah. You just got rid of it, huh?
What, the file?
Yeah, the actual file. You still have the file.
Yeah.
Try not to play the file via a media player that you already use on a regular basis. And the reason why is because YouTube will treat it with disrespect. So it's the easiest way to tell you. They will go like, we don't like this particular, Windows media player or whatever.
Yeah.
Usually VLC,
Mm.
you know which one I'm talking. VLC player is like the orange cone. Okay. So you could usually get away with using it.
Mm.
But you should be able to use like a Windows media player or something like that, or if you're using an Apple player or something like that. I forgot what you're doing. Are you doing Apple or are you doing some Android?
Apple.
Yeah, Apple. Using Apple, and so Apple is like this. Yeah, you can use StreamYard. They go, Apple's like, use StreamYard. We got no problem with that. we like you using Ecamm, and they like
Mhm.
you using, you know what I mean? They're just
Yeah.
that way. And so
Mhm.
you've got okay, so what I would normally do is I would do a show with you, and
Mhm.
we would do dueling presentations.
Mhm.
And so we could like literally just play around with whichever and just keep doing it. And you got to
Yeah.
keep doing it. And
Mhm.
it's almost like the YouTube system will go like, is this what you guys want to do? Okay, we'll let you guys do this. It
Mm.
literally is like that.
Yeah.
It's like we can be jerks or we can let you do it.
Yeah.
Because they're saying like this is our platform and
Mm.
we already have an agreement with StreamYard, and
Yeah.
we don't like, and this is just a fact, we don't like Windows. We'll accept
Mhm.
their stuff. Or we don't like, they love Ecamm, by the way. We don't like this or we don't like that, or it could be corrupted for that moment. That little bit of corruption could be right there that won't play, or
Mm.
whatever the case may be. So the
I
way
tried it again because I removed it from like
during
the
during the live,
yeah.
yeah, okay,
I removed it from the
I'll
bottom
go look
bit,
at it. Hmm.
and then I put it back up again, and then it worked.
Yeah. Oh, I know it. Okay, so you set it up and then went live. Yes.
Yeah.
So from the setup to okay, that so there's nothing. You of course you didn't do anything wrong, and of course it wasn't corrupted. It could have, in its own way, timed out, which
Mm.
can happen. But you didn't queue it up though, right?
No.
You didn't queue it to get it started a little bit and then paused it and
No.
then waited to and then went on with your show and then played it, right?
No.
You just had it from scratch.
Mm.
It wasn't already in the code of it's ready to play.
Nope.
Try that format. We should just do it. I told you we should. I've done it before with other
Yeah.
people. I've done it before with their channels
Mm.
where I'm like their person that nobody sees. Their mystery man, and I'm there, but I'm not in the show.
Mm.
And I started off by saying, "Hey, I wanted to share this. You talked about that. Here's a video that talks about that, and that's the cue to you. Get your video ready." And then you go
Mm.
like, "Hey, I got another one, and I'm gonna," and then we just literally, and you have like 2 or 3 of them, and we
Yeah.
do it back and forth. The audience loves it
Mm.
anyhow because it's like they're getting something different
Yeah.
because you're putting up something, talking about it, whatever. And I go
Mm.
like, "Hey, that's a really good point. We talk a little bit more." And says, "It also reminds me of another video. Let's say it was all your content,
Mhm.
right? And I've got your content from Instagram."
Yeah.
And I said, "Hey, it's like this one that I found when you were talking about this," and then I play it only
Mm.
so that we're testing yours. We putting the show on because we love people, but we're really
Yeah.
just doing it because we're testing out the
Mm.
equipment, so you don't have to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
And we're creating a show so that we can control everything, and it's not a guess or it's just you
Mm.
by yourself and it doesn't play. But you got backup to the backup because you got other videos that you can maneuver around while I'm talking on
Mhm.
purpose or via chat. You're letting me know, just keep talking, Paxton. Gotcha. And
Yeah.
I just keep talking and I'm stretching it out. And then you go like, okay, I'm ready. And then I go like, so what did you got over there for me? And da da da. And then that's when you bring it in
Mhm.
and you're figuring out, okay, because it's literally this is the case sometimes.
Yeah.
That particular video, the codecs on it, just the way it is, it's a problem sometimes, maybe not all the
Mm.
time.
Ah.
That's why I said we should do a channel like that. We should just totally do a channel like that, and it'd be just
Yeah.
weird. And we're just totally just video after video, just because that's the way StreamYard eventually finally caught on, like
Mm.
Ecamm and others, where you just make it so that we both are able to present,
Mm.
and we could literally go back and forth.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be on the host. And now people want to watch that because they
Mm.
have no idea where the show is going.
That's true.
And especially if you get the theme out of the way within the first, like I always say, 30 seconds to a minute, and you
Mhm.
answer whatever question, it's a free for all.
Yeah.
Because the only reason to have the theme of a particular show and get it out of the way is because you're trying to do the back end of the show is the one that's really an important one. So if you can
Yeah.
hold them for a minute, YouTube is
Mhm.
all hands off. They're going like, okay, you did a great video as far as they're concerned. If you can
Yeah.
hold them for a minute, you did a great video. But if you can hold
Mm.
them for 3, YouTube is ecstatic.
Yeah.
So that was the other thing I needed to talk to you about. You need to really take a look at your average view time. Of
Mhm.
course, if you're making shorts that are 3 minutes or whatever, you're going to be able to keep people for at least half of that time or thereabouts,
Mm.
90 seconds or whatever. Don't let that throw you. But if you're able to hold people for 90 seconds to 3 minutes, now that's why the 3 minute is very important. It's YouTube is allowing a person to test their stuff. And now if you can hold people, if your average time is 30 seconds, 90 seconds, and for a 3 minute video, that's just the average watch time. That means they're coming in and out that many times to finish the video off.
Yeah.
That means you have scrollers. You don't have like what like NATV YouTube showing us. We have people who view the channel. You don't have viewers, you have scrollers. So once a channel has scrollers, it's on like Donkey Kong. It's like I can make you scroll. You'll never go anywhere else because I'll fix you up. You'll be one short after another short, and it just and I think you can really master that and really dominate in that area on Imperfect TV. You want scrollers there, but not the premier channel that YouTube is saying they like the best from you that had like 2 videos or whatever. It's like, this makes no sense. How could you not want this channel that has a bunch of videos and you want this one? It's because if you make more life shorts, they're gonna probably kind of hint to you in certain ways, hey, you know what? Have you ever thought about making something that's a little bit longer? Because the title of your channel is more like a documentary than anything else.
Yeah.
It's a life-fulfilling kind of an adventure channel, travel channel.
Yeah.
So that's more time-consuming per se to make or get that going. But once it's done, it's easy because it's just a matter of point and shoot.
Yeah.
Point and shoot narration, point and shoot commentary, point and shoot narration, point and shoot commentary. And you're just totally doing that. And that hasn't really happened yet with that particular channel. But the ones that are like the category they put you in, that's all the other people are doing.
Yeah.
They're literally just point shooting and just here's narration or here's what I think about what just happened or where I went and the food I tasted and all the above and whatever. The music, it doesn't matter. You could literally do whatever you want. And it's going to be like, they're going to love it. YouTube's going to love it. But with Imperfect TV, if you can make it where it's more of a presentation channel, because that's kind of the way it's set up with the journaling. You're really just kind of presenting something. You're not even really problem solving.
No.
You're telling them how to problem solve. So that's like an easy channel to run. It's like you could do that in your sleep.
Yeah.
It's like I present a challenge. I let Annie talk about it. I come in and solidify some more. And then I'm out and I'm selling, hey, look, do you want me to help you with that? Or I just get people to come on after Annie does that and works with people. They're even going to go like, hey, you know what? That's a really cool setup how you did all that. And it's because you got the skills for behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
And you're keeping it simple. And if you go with the UN thing, you got the journaling, you got the UN, and then you can bring in guests or you can just do these private recordings of talking with people about journaling that you turn around. Again, you don't have to have the pressure of live. You create the pressure, no pressure of live, but you create instead for the audience the opportunity to come and watch this discussion you had with so-and-so, but you edited it in such a way you don't give them the full thing. You dump the rest. Full version, you know where I'm going.
In Patreon.
Yep. So put it behind a paywall. And now you're in complete control because it's like, man, I don't have to go live. Then I got to guess and they got to show up. You ain't got to be dealing with all that stuff.
No.
You go like, hey, just tell me what day you want to record. I got a few questions I want to ask you. I just want to, you just want to hear them answer those questions, edit it, slap it together with other stuff and some of your commercials in between, dump that in Patreon, shorter version, take a few snippets out of that, make it under 3 minutes. There it is. Imperfect TV should all be about 3 minutes or less, unless I'm doing journaling, unless I'm coming on talking to you about UN women and what the world has experienced. And these are the statistics. This is something everybody needs to be aware of. If you're interested in that, or if you're a part of that already, come on and be on my show and let's talk about this so that we may spread more awareness. They got journaling. They got that. You can't beat it. You got pre-recorded stuff that you did post-production on. You're like in and out with that stuff. Like this week, I'm working on that. This week, I'm going over here doing that. The newsletter one, that's just like crazy. No, I'm trying to get more self-control. when it comes to the newsletter thing. Because people send me stuff all the time, and I'm not subscribed to the newsletter, but they just send, they send it to me, right? They say, hey, your channel, hey, Paxton, and I'm like, I don't even know who you are. And so you just, hey, So now I get newsletters, and I'm going like, okay, I'm not interested in it, but do I just like keep sending this stuff to Gemma, and then she gets mad at me? Because it's like, I think I did the Neil thing with you. I may have told you about Neil. Yeah, okay. And so what I didn't tell you, and I just tell you now, the whole Neil thing is kind of interesting. Because he's worked with huge corporations. Okay. If you just went down whoever's following him and their stuff and go for their newsletters, that might be an easy way to kind of blow up or get growth on that channel.
Yeah.
Because if you just take that one, because he works with people to get them to grow.
Ah, okay.
And they all have money. If you follow me what I'm saying. Yeah. Go after the people that have money, that have newsletters, because they already have a following and a mailing list. So if you're reviewing their newsletters, you want to get to the point, like with a guest on a show, you want to get to the point that people are sending you their newsletters and you're getting sick of them sending them to you.
Yeah.
But if you can just hone in on one person, that's the reason why I told you about Neil, is if you can hone in on his stuff and everybody that he works with and knows, or his past clients, because all of them have what he has. He has essentially an educational tutorial, make some money newsletter. So he's like in demand. Yeah. So his Instagram, if you haven't checked it out yet or follow it, go check it out and then go down his friends list and see if they've got, 10,000 or more followers, and then hunt for their newsletter. Create a show talking about, I don't know how many you want to do, but let's just say you're going to talk about 3 to 5 newsletters in a given episode. And then you send them an invite for them or their team to come and watch you talking about the benefits of people getting their newsletter. They're going to freak out. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. You did social media. They're going to sit there and go like, we're getting free publicity here. Yeah. And you know what you do once on the newsletter on what you call it on Instagram? What I told you, IG stories, right? You turn around on IG stories and you start tagging them, upcoming show, as if they're going to be on the show, and their teams are going to like, who is this Gemma girl? Like giving us like what is going on here? Who is this person? Yeah. If they ever offer you anything, don't let them come be on your show. You say, hey, you know what? You offer that. I want you to take this channel, Imperfect TV, and do whatever you do and do that either at a discount or do it for free. And I will always promote you on my newsletter thing. You start bargaining with them to be able to do one thing or another. Anybody watching this, you're probably thinking to yourself, whatever you're thinking, I really don't care. But I know you go like, oh my God, he's so rude. So I want you to think about something that you're probably not thinking about. And it's what my hat says. I want you to go treat yourself to ice cream because at some point.
I really don't like you.
At some point. Okay, you can go get gelato. You can go get something else. But just go treat yourself. Anytime you have to talk to me, when we're done, go treat yourself because you should be a new person after you talk to me every time. You should see things a little tweaked differently than when you started talking to me. And especially if you're listening to Jim and I, because Jim and I are just talking about social media. And she's giving me a chance to not sit here and be talking to the wall. Oh, wait, I got it. I talked to this guy. Is everybody see this? A lot of you who caught me from the beginning when I came on, because I would be talking about narcissistic abuse and other stuff. Then all of a sudden I started talking about social media. And I used to get people all the time. They go like, what did I stumble into? I thought we were talking about toxic people. Okay, if you're on Instagram, this is what you need to do. They go like, hey, thanks for the Instagram hack. I said, I'm not a hacker. I don't do hacks. I tell you exactly how to make money. You either take it or leave it. And this little guy, his name is Milo, by the way. This is Milo. He's looking at you guys right now. He's checking out social media. So this guy right here, outside of plants that I got, Shoe Shine, my plant Shoe Shine, stuff like that. Shoe Shine is downstairs. You guys can. Somebody asked me, while back. Where's Shoe Shine? We don't talk about him no more. My snake plant.
All
He's
right, yeah.
actually he's downstairs at the landing at the end, the bottom of the stairs. Studio's up here up top, and the stairs down there. And I still talk to him. And Brianna has him down there so she can talk to me more often. You know, like, hey, Sushan, how you doing today? And he likes it. You know, you rub his leaves and talk to him. Everybody's going like, that guy is weird. Hot pockets. Hey, so now everybody, this is what we got to do. Consider this your $5.99 seminar on everything having to do what was in my head. That's what we're going to start calling them. Just whatever's in my head.
Oh, how?
I'm just kidding. This is the way she really talks to me, everybody. See, Susie and Crystal, if you're watching this back, and you go like, Jim is always quiet. I try to tell you guys, this is how she talks to me. What she just said to me. Okay, that's how she talks. She go like, this guy, he's a nutcase. Listen,
Yep.
we need to make some more videos.
Yeah, we do.
So everybody's thinking, oh man, where are we going with all this? What is it? Do they ever write anything down? No, listen.
Oh.
Then I know you already said it before I said no. You just go do it, right? You just turn around and you just go do it.
Yeah.
What is there to write down? So the newsletter channel, I wanted you and I to be able to do something with that. When you're set up to have enough newsletters, maybe, I'm trying to think what I have scheduled. Maybe the second week in June, we really try to look at the newsletter one. The Imperfect TV, I would love to be able to where you and I are using Imperfect TV to repurpose your content from Instagram.
Yeah.
You just have to start at one spot and systematically start moving through it. And the way we do that is similar to what I've done with Crystal, is we take her Instagram and we systematically go through it. I think that's what needs to happen with Imperfect TV.
Yeah.
To help build up a viewership that is not journal related. Because if the channel's just about journals, people that are not about that are going to tune out. Even if they're subscribed via a button, they're not subscribed in their heart.
That's true.
And so that's where a lot of people make the mistake. They start putting up content and they think, oh, it's so good. And I said it nice and the video was nice. Do you think that's nice, Paxton? Like, you know what? If people don't like it, it's garbage. No matter how much you emotionally are attached to it, if they're not emotionally subscribed in their heart toward what your content is,
that's true.
You've just wasted your time. So to avoid wasting your time, I can tell you what you need to do. If you do it, it's going to work. Because I've already researched what you need to do. Most people don't research on their own because the truth would hurt. That, oh, I made this, that, and no, the public don't even like what you made. No. Because it was a production. You got dressed, and you're there, but no, you need to just come on and be imperfect. And not have the camera. You know, I told you, okay, we're going to have to remember talking about this. You have to tweak the camera. Not you, it didn't happen to you. But, you know, some people had a camera and it's just showing up their nose and they don't know that that's all the audience is going to focus on. They want to see your eyes.
Yeah.
They can look past glasses. They can look past it. They want to see your eyes. Unless you're going to do like me and I deliberately have my head the way it is so that people can see my eyes. Or I can do it in such a way I get such a glare you can't see it. I have to put my forehead a certain way. And that's just the way it is. That's me. You don't have to do that. Others don't have to do that. You just got to go on and talk to people about not what you survived, not your journey, not the healing. They want you to tell them, this is what you got to do. Because that's why you're either listening to us right now or when you work with me, you're going, so Paxton, what's the next thing? Okay, whatever the way you are with me, flip that around and do that to your audience. Because the audience is saying, okay, so why am I listening to you? Tell me the first thing I need to do. But this is what you need to do. And then this is what you need to do. And we need to take each one of your channels and each one of them do that. Let me clarify what I mean by that for sure. It may seem simple what I just said, but what I'm saying is each one of them is one of the things to do. Not you're going to do 9 things. You're going to do 3 here, 3 here, 3. No. Each one of them is one of the things a person needs to do in their life.
Mhm.
So what is it about Gemma, Life with Gemma E. Blythe? What is it about that Gemma TV is the one thing somebody should get from it? Not three. So the overall thing they get is one thing, but you
Mhm.
break that one thing into three parts. What people make the mistake on when they have multiple channels is they think each channel, I got to break down each one. Each script, I got to have three things. If your one channel says, when you come here, this is the one thing you're going to get.
Mm.
But there are 3 steps to get to that thing. And you and I
Yeah.
are going to work together, and you're going to have that answer in 1 hour or in 3 episodes.
Yeah.
You're giving it by the weekend.
Mm.
You're going to be ready because we're going to discuss that right now. So get your weekend hat on, because what I'm going to give you now, you go apply it on the weekend and you're going to be just fine. You're going to see that toxic person. You work with me. I'm going to give you the answer you need in less than 72 hours. And in 72 hours, you're going to know exactly how you need to do when you got to deal with this person. And it's not because of my life story and my lived experience and how awful my life was. It's because I'm going to tell you positive step number 1 you need to implement, positive step number 2, and then positive step number 3. You can stop watching the video now, but I don't recommend you do that. Now let's break down step number 1. And you literally start doing that.
Mm.
I've listened to you
Yeah.
do stuff. And that's the way you can talk to people. And
Yeah.
you talk to me that way. Paxton, that's not the way to do that. I know. We can do it this way. So when it comes to Gemma E. Blythe,
Yeah.
what is the one thing that the Life Channel is supposed to do? Gemma TV. What is the one thing Imperfect TV is supposed to teach somebody? And then what is the one thing that the newsletter channel is supposed to educate and teach people on? Each one of them serves a purpose of saving people time.
Mm.
They don't have to go scurry around to check out all the places to talk about England and London and other places that you've
Or all
seen.
the newsletters.
Yeah, that's it. And the same thing, well, what is Imperfect TV then when it comes to that? What is the one thing that you will save them time on?
Learning to journal
But you're more
and
than that.
learning. Huh?
Because the UN Women is bigger than that.
That's very true.
So that's why you got to go take a look at that. I get what you're saying though, and I see where you're coming from. But you've got to really look at that. Is not what you started is not where it can really go.
No.
And that's the challenge most people have when they come over to YouTube. They start recognizing I was putting myself in a box over on Instagram and other places. Actually, and this is what YouTube does. You're bigger than that. Your whole awareness and message is actually bigger than what most people think. They come on and go like, okay, I just want to talk about this. And this is what I'm going to be, they want to go, okay, that all sounds good. But do you know that has an expiration date? Whatever you're bringing to me or to someone that does marketing or brand management, everything you're saying has a conclusion. How about if we flip that around and it's endless? How can it be endless? That's why you're paying me, so I can show you that whatever you think you're talking about and it's starting literally has no borders.
Yeah.
So when you because the UN element and working with the United Nations and the stuff that you do in that loop, you haven't really utilized it as being an identity marker to you personally on YouTube.
No.
So you can go find people that are a part of that and go check their YouTubes out and see how they're using it. So you can decide, okay, how do I go about using stuff? Well, how are you supposed to be doing that? And we're still talking about making the videos or doing some stuff there. It all comes together because as you said earlier, and this is why people have teams that they pay $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month to talk about what I'm talking about. You can go just do research. And it just takes a moment or two to go find women that are part of it and go to their websites. Let me see where their YouTube channel is. Because what I just said is the way the real world is working right now. People don't go to websites to learn anything anymore. They go to get the link to your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
They don't want to link to Meta, to Instagram, to Facebook. They don't care. They want to know 3 links. Everybody, please, if you watch this back or you listen to this, please, if you start a website, anybody that goes to a website is going to be super old. That's one. Okay. And I'm not in that category. No, I'm just kidding. So they're going to be definitely over 45. Okay. Anybody that's young doesn't go to somebody's website to find out anything other than to take your website, give it to an AI generator and copy it for free and make a website similar to yours for free. They go to a website for one fundamental purpose. It's for 3 links. They go for one reason. They look for 3 links if they want to do business with you. They go for one reason for 3 links. Wake up, Gemma. They go, like, why is this guy torturing this poor girl? And so they go for 1, YouTube, 2, X, 3, LinkedIn. That's it. All this Spotify, I'm on Spotify. Go check me out on Spotify. They don't want to be chasing around just to put 5 stars on for people they don't even know. They don't give a hoot about what you got over on Spotify. They don't care what you have on iHeartRadio. They don't care if you're on whatever. They look for 3 things. And so you don't need a website to do that, but it's good to have a website if you want to book your appointments. But you could just get a landing page or a beacons to do that if you really wanted to do that and save money. It depends on what you want to do. The bottom line is it's not about website or not. It's not about this or that. It's about one thing. Anytime somebody comes to you, they're asking before they give you money, are you on YouTube? Are you on X? And are you on LinkedIn? Period. And what does each one look like? And what is the mission of each one? What is the purpose of each one? What is the purpose? And if you're not sure about anything I just said, stop making anything. Stop doing whatever you're doing. Paxton, I need to talk to you. Hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever you want to do. You need to understand your social media platform in the middle, as we're getting very close to the middle of 2025. If you don't do what I just mentioned to you, you are going to hate your life later. Because in 2026, one reason people come looking for stuff. What are your links for 3 places? And once you put those links up, baby, it's on. They are looking, they are checking you out. The days of going to one place, a website, and getting everything are over. It just happened. It didn't like 2 weeks ago. It happened. It just happened overnight. Web developers are out of business. Social media managers have been out of business for a long time. Long time. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They tried to sneak it in and go like, okay, you guys are all out of business because AI is coming and a bunch of other stuff. But if you find somebody you're following, this person's a social media manager on Instagram, they out of work. Trust me. They ain't got no money coming in. It's not what you think. And it's the same thing with web developers or anybody. You can make a website out of AI. You can make one for free on Canva. They don't even, and what is the purpose of it? It's not to book appointments. You don't even need a website to book appointments now. You literally, there are companies, AI companies right now that you can, apps that will book your appointment and you ain't got to pay nobody. So what we don't know can seem, well, unimportant when we don't know it. Because all we know is what we watch other people do. But when you're able to look at it and go, okay, I don't know this. Let me research it first and see what other options I have. And the options you have right now is YouTube, X, and LinkedIn. And somebody says, as people did in 2020, and some even still say, okay, but I'm doing well right here on Facebook. Okay. I'm doing really well right here on Instagram. Okay. We're going to have to let Gemma go to bed. Because she's not accustomed to being up at night like this unless she's partying in her car, her new car.
Or unless I'm up working like I was last night.
I don't know why just see, See what happens? I know you told me that earlier, and I was thinking to myself, why would you be at work? You're like, what are you doing that for? That's too much
My
work.
brain never switches off.
Yeah. You ever been a virtual assistant?
Yes.
How did that turn out?
Not good.
I'm messing with you right now. People don't know that, but I'm messing with you.
Yeah.
You know I am.
Yeah.
It was a good idea at the time, though, wasn't it?
No?
No, I was waiting for you to say no. But at some point, come on, I'll be honest. At some point, you're going like, hey, this is going to turn out pretty good. This is right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In the first week.
Wait, that's what I get. That's what I get when I work with people on their YouTube. They go like, okay, and then this, and I just let them say whatever, and go like, okay. So what's the whole point of giving me, $4 a month? What's the whole point of giving me $25? What's the whole point of giving me, you want me to tell you what you should probably consider and do? What's the whole point of having a coach on the team? If everything the coach is telling you, you go like, yeah, but what's the point? You don't need a coach. You don't, just try it yourself, and nothing wrong with that. Just try it and go. But the way it works is when we mentor ourselves by having someone mentor us, we're not, that other person is not mentoring us. We're mentoring ourselves by doing what we need to. And usually it's opportunities for us to do what we didn't do maybe when we were younger as teenagers or whatever. And that's maybe not everybody's parents are worth listening to, but we listened to somebody that influenced us. And so you have some really good ideas. Okay, you didn't just come up with those. They've been locked in there. I just like seeing that they come out. And some of them are really good. Now, some of them are really good, but they're really good. But some of them have been sitting there and haven't been used. That's what I find fascinating. But you were a virtual assistant. You did social media marketing. People, there are probably things you said to people, they didn't do it the way you recommended to them, which is their choice. But yet maybe those same ones you can implement now.
Yeah.
And so many people have written books. They've done a lot of things, and they thought, well, okay, I'm going to do it this way, or I'm gonna hitch my wagon to this person because they're famous, and they don't understand because they can't research it. You're hitching yourself to somebody, and their numbers are dying. You're listening to somebody that's giving you advice that's 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah.
And just because they got so many views, a person will go like, well, they must know what they're talking about. Let me watch that. No, stop.
No.
Just because the guy's homeless doesn't mean he doesn't have good advice. I got a video. I got to post. I talked to a homeless guy this weekend. We were out having a good time and looking for some bands for our new channel, one of our new channels. And this homeless guy gave me 3 pieces of advice if a person is in a relationship. I just wanted to ask him what he thought. And he was like, yeah, I'll tell you. He was like, I was going like, okay, it's a family channel. Okay, so be careful what you're going to say. No. What's your name? He goes like, what's your name? I said, Paxton. He goes, okay, all right, Pax, come on, let's go. Just film me. And of course, you got to see it. It's kind of, and I was like, okay, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And then all of a sudden, all the bravery and everything, it just like flew out the window. What was recorded was not the way he was when I was talking when the camera wasn't on. When he got a little camera shy it was like he's like get ready, and I had to like, okay, well, I'll wait. And he was, okay, let me then he started getting nervous, and I went like, but he was so good before I kind of wish I just walked up and had was filming him, or my daughters were filming when he wasn't looking, because man, what he said before the camera went on was good, but what he said was when the camera was on was still good. I can still use it on the new channel. I may show it on NATV, I'm not sure, as a promotional thing or something. But and more people today are finding out, again, most people that are listening, most people, all of us, always want to know why something is said. Why are we doing it this way? Why we're doing it this way? There's nothing wrong in that. What's more important is, do you trust yourself to be patient with yourself so you will learn what you need to? It's not how quickly you go to do something. It's how comfortable you feel growing. It can be very painful. It could be like, oh man, I'm looking at that the wrong way. Let me shut up for a minute and let me learn something new. And let me not always show my hand that I already understand that. I already know that. Because all you're doing is making it harder to grow.
Mhm.
If plants did that, they wouldn't grow. I already got water
No.
yesterday. I already thought of that. Okay, let me tell you something. I don't have to go back and forth with you on this. We don't have to go back and forth. It's really simple. And what you have done in the short time we've been talking to one another, you've been listening to me talk at you, with you, around you,
Mhm.
underneath you, over you, and all the above, and surround you in
Mhm.
this bubble of, hey, you can do this. Hey, let your creativity out. Hey, try it that way. Hey, do it this way. It's because I said this to Crystal yesterday when we talked for over 3 hours. I study everybody so
Mhm.
you can get what you need for your brand and for what you're trying to do. It's either awareness, it's for fun, or it's to make money. Whatever you decide is fine with me. But what I like about what you have done and what you're doing is you don't restrict yourself with old beliefs and old attitudes.
No.
You see how quickly you said no?
Mhm.
From the day I met you, and while I was looking at your content before you came on live, you no was not your immediate answer except right now. And that's what I like about you. Some people I have worked with in the past, some people, and their immediate answer is a no. I'd rather have the immediate thing they think of is why. But I
Yeah.
can wait for that. Let me absorb what I need to know right now because I can always ask Paxton why.
Mhm.
Just, it's all about priority and timing.
Mhm.
It's not about not asking it. Is it a priority to know why about that when there's so much more to learn? How long are you going to be in preschool before you get to the first grade? If we're stuck always knowing why everything in preschool,
Mhm.
you'll never graduate.
No.
Try to graduate first, and the whys will take care of themselves. Try to just get one thing done,
Mhm.
not multiple things so you feel like you're moving or you can tell your family members, see what I'm doing? When we said earlier, right? They're the wrong people to try to measure anything by
Mhm.
because they're not courageous like you to start a YouTube channel. And if they got one, it's guaranteed they don't have one like you got
No.
because there's only one you, whoever you are. And if you're
Mhm.
watching this, you're brave enough to start a YouTube channel, whether you got a book, whether you got no book, whether you were abused, whether you weren't abused, whether you grew up and your family loved you, or whether they kept you in a closet. You were brave enough to say, I have a voice.
Mhm.
You deserve and should have the right, this is just my opinion, to have a director and a producer in your life as well. To take what you have and turn it into something that makes you proud.
Mhm.
That you have a measure of strong pride and confidence in, and now you create this thing over and over. Now, if you do need social media help, you should reach out to Gemma because she can
Yeah.
make some nice commercials and stuff for you. That is not why we did this today, but that should be something you need to consider if you say,
Mhm.
you know what, I'm gonna treat myself. Doggone it, I'm pretty good. I get pedicure, manicure, buy this, I go shop and do this. Let me pay for once somebody to make me a commercial that's not going to cost me $500.
Mhm.
And let me just, Gemma, make me something that make me look good. And I wanted to do this and I want to do that and do that. And how much you charge? And let's just make me one thing. You only need one a year. And if you've never had if you have a piece of content, you have something you're selling, program, course, anything, a book, anything, and you don't have a commercial that's made by somebody who can make you one, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you're able to get something that the big boys have, but not at their price, go get it.
Mhm.
Now you don't just have a YouTube channel, you have a YouTube network, you have a
Mhm.
YouTube station. I just gave out something too. I didn't think I was gonna give out, and I just gave it to you because that's where everything's going to. Everybody's gonna have TV stations. It's coming, you guys. So everybody needs to understand this is not wherever it is right now and what you think it is or what you don't know about YouTube. It's not, a lot of stuff is not out there yet to let you know. Everything is old right now about YouTube. It's very few that they're letting leak out. Everybody that's on it is going to have a TV station. And now everybody's going to get treated just like regular TV. There's guidelines you're going to have to follow. There's things you can and cannot say. There's things you can and cannot do. You can go do that on Patreon. But over here, you can take our audience that has money and they will go to your Patreon and pay your rent, your mortgage, your car, whatever you got going on, they will pay it. But first, you got to get their attention and make them believe in you or buy your book or buy your program. So everybody, please, if you watch this back, you need to understand all of it is moving that way. Whatever you thought YouTube was, whatever you think it is right now, it's already old. They're getting ready to have a global platform for you to have. Thought I just heard like a cat or something. I was going like, there's no cat in here. I thought I heard meow in my head. Oh, man. Guys, I'm losing it, people.
You'd already lost it.
Why are we still here? We're going to go. Susie's in, what time is it? 1 o'clock?
Florida.
So that's 4 o'clock in Florida. And I think that's what Crystal told me and Susie told me. They're going to be seeing each other around that time frame. And they may or may not be off-grid people. That's why there are no live shows that we're going to be doing. Oh, I know what that noise is now. It's my stomach. All right, so I just heard it. So anyways,
Oh,
feed me. Have you ever seen The Little Shop of Horrors?
yeah.
Okay, wait, they got like 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, they got 3 of them. They got a new one. Then they have one in the middle, like when I grew up, and then there's one before that, old black and white of a different one. So
yeah, I think I've seen the one in the middle.
Yeah. Was it Seymour? Seymour, feed me.
Yeah.
That's what Instagram is like. Feed me.
Yeah.
Feed me. And then it goes around eating everybody, including, I think it tries to eat him or eats the girl, whatever. I forgot. Oh, I just ruined it for somebody if you've never seen it.
That's very appropriate, really, isn't it?
Wait, did we? Okay, everybody thinking, hey man, we should go. Why does he keep got that girl? She need to go to bed. Her mother's going like, where is she? Everybody see this right here? Check her out. I know you see the other 2, one in the middle and the one to the left or whatever the case may be, but look at Gemma by her castle.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be Hogwarts in the background from Potter.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. What's in the sky? Is those bats or something in the sky? Or
it could
girls?
be. Yeah, I'm going to go with bats.
Okay, so I don't know anything about Harry Potter. So what's Hogwarts?
It's the school of witchcraft and wizardry.
Okay, that's all right. Okay. So Gemma has been AI in it. I'm just trying to count the fingers you got. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5. And it looked like you got an extra one in there, an extra thumb, but I wasn't sure. But it's just me.
Then you got me looking at it.
Dude, I was you should see me trying to pick which one. I was going, oh man, I like this one. Then we're like, does she have an extra digit or finger in there? I was going like, really cool. So anyhow, I love all the AI stuff you're doing. You know how much I was preaching that to you the other day.
Yeah.
AI, this puppy, man. You're at the right age, man, jumping in on this AI stuff. So if you need an AI content creator or strategist, to reach out to Gemma, stuff like that. All right, Gemma, I'm going to go. All right, so okay, right now. Hey, you said he's gonna go like 5 times. So here we go. Thank you so much, Claudetta. Look forward to getting together with you. You guys need to keep an eye on Claudetta as well as Miroslava. They both got excellent content. They're doing excellent. And of course, you know who this lady is right here. She's actually the AI queen of her generation. I'm just gonna start calling you that. And if you're in Florida, no pressure. Always no pressure with me. If you're in Florida, please stay off the highway. There's supposedly a white Jeep, 4x4 riding around with this lady and this lady in it. No telling what's going to happen tonight, what partying may be going on. So you guys in Florida, be careful. Susie
and Crystal are together. And if both of you are watching this right now, I want you to know, I know you're there. No, just kidding. That was creepy. Tell your mom I said hi.
I will do.
Be creepy and give her a hug. It says, why? She goes, why are you hugging me? He says, that chocolate man over in California, he said he wanted to give you some chocolate love and just give you a hug. So just give her a hug. I'm so creepy. It's so, so creepy.
I should so record like a voice note from you saying that one day.
That's not a really good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right. We'll get together soon, but just keep, we message each other back and forth on what you got going on. I'm going to be dissecting everything that you gave me, and whatever you haven't given me yet, it's okay, because I'll request whatever, send me more. But right now, I'm going to look at what you have, because I need to get some things ready for the live show at the end of this month on a Friday.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to showcase what you have going on. So do me a huge favor, kind of script out what you want me to focus on or promote and other stuff like that.
Okay.
At the end of this month, in a live show. I'm not really, because I'm not sure how long the show may be. It may not be that long as other shows are, but I want to be able to get in moments, as well as maybe even a segment of highlighting what you have going on with your channels.
Okay.
To send people towards your direction. I want to be able to do that. So I need to look at what you sent me. I'm kind of interested in a new promo video, if you can throw one together, promoting all 3 of your channels and what people can expect if they make the commitment to subscribe.
Okay.
Kind of a way to put it, and you just work out the wording from there, or you and Annie figure out from there whatever way you want to do it. And I want to be able to introduce Dino. So I want to be able to talk about the 3 channels, and I'm interested in Annie and Dino, now that you told me about Annie today. So I want to be able to have Annie and Dino and the 3 channels be what I can work with, not like preferably not one whole segment, but I'll do it if I have to, but throughout the show, and just tossing it in, and then I can keep talking.
Okay.
And Claudetta, if you hear this back, or if you happen to watch it, now I got to reach out to Claudetta, because I want to be able to also do the same with her book, and do the same. I'm tempted. No, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say I'm tempted to send some stuff over to you so you can make her a commercial, and then I'll pay you or whatever. But I think I got to see what I can do. I got to see what I actually have from her that I can make something with. And then in the long run, we're going to look to try to make commercials for everybody's channel, you and I, and you figure out, how much you want to charge or whatever it may be. I want to be able to make commercials for everyone's channel so that I have them on a regular basis for the next
that makes sense.
90 days to 4 months. And then we make another one. And we just kind of have this revolving thing that at least every 4 months, we got a new commercial for everybody's channel to tell the public to go there. And then I'm going to need everybody to be mindful to play those channels on their own channels, even if it's about other people's channels, to create this bubble that we keep an audience in, and let the audience for all the channels grow. Yeah. And then everybody else siphons people from NATV and pull them over to their channel. You and I will talk more about that. So everybody, this is kind of what you see, what we would normally do it in private. We talk about this until her face falls off and she just says, "Oh my God, can you stop talking to me? I just
I never say that. I might be thinking it.
Oh my God, look, there's a button. You might be thinking that. You're like me. I'm thinking that, but I never said it.
No.
I never said it. Oh man, he must be on your channel. And he says, "Miss Gemma, greetings, Paxton, love you." Oh, you're so sweet. I am a little late, but I advance my, you're so cool. Advance my love and affection. Cheers, one and all. Hey, ho. So on your channel, if people decide to go over and watch it, that'd be great. I deliberately did not make this one a members only, though it was meant for members only. So
I was
everybody,
gonna say.
yeah, I know. I saw it. I just didn't change that. I didn't want to.
Okay.
So everybody got to hear this and watch this and what we would normally do in private.
I
'Cause I
feel
can always,
sorry for them.
honestly, seriously, I do too. That's why I don't normally do. That's why I don't. This is the first one that's ever like this. This is literally the first one that I've ever
Oh
done.
my
Like normally I
God.
just put it in members only
Yeah.
because it's like it's our family business out in public.
Yeah.
So everybody, we appreciate you being here and stumbling by, looking at it, going like, well, this is not
We
about
do.
narcissistic abuse. What are they talking
No.
about? Why are they talking? We don't want to talk about social media. My children do that. I go like, are you done? I can't get mad because I'm the one that taught them how to do it. So, you're in a conversation you don't want to be in your head, you're just going, you just keep your face still. Nobody knows you.
It's like the Minions.
Hey, those are my friends.
Yeah, I
Those
thought
are
they
my
might
friends.
be.
Those are my beats, man. I'm talking about the minions. Hey, you should know every now and then you'll see a minion. If you're doing WhatsApp with me, I'll put a minion in there. It's like,
Yeah.
man, I can relate to them, man. They're right here for me, man. They my people. They get me. Them and Groot. Groot gets me. I am Groot.
Oh, I like
I
Groot.
am Groot. Yeah, we got. I think downstairs, we got a Groot down there somewhere. We got a little
Yeah.
Groot doll. We got all kind of weird stuff around here because we're weirdos and we're proud of it. So if you have endured this for 3 hours and 45 minutes, you're thinking to yourself, this has nothing to do with toxic relationships. so they go like, we've never seen Paxton talking this way. How is he talking this way? Because we prepare shows. We are a TV network, a streaming TV network. We're not just one dimensional, and we produce and direct videos for people and their content. What I'm concerned about is that if you watch this today and you haven't done so, I need you to go to Gemma. Tell them where to go so they can subscribe if they want.
Imperfect TV Network, Life with Gemma E. Blythe, and Newsletter Excavation TV.
And this is the name you look for. I was looking to see if I have them all in my banners, but I don't. I only have this one. So go to Imperfect TV and you'll find the links to all the other ones. The name that you're looking for is here, Gemma Blythe, Gemma E. Blythe. And I need everybody to please make sure that you go over to Crystal T's TV. And from there, you can take a look at Crystal Nicole Black. Now, if you type that name in, you're going to get a famous singer, and you're going to get another famous singer. I call Crystal a famous singer because she likes to sing on the channels. So you're going to see two, maybe Crystal Nicole Blacks. Please make sure you connect with the one from Crystal T's TV. We'd appreciate that. And of course, you can always go over to SZTV Network. And from SZTV Network, you can always connect with Susie A. Cosman. There's a lot of channels that you can take a look at. We're asking you to do that with these particular ones. They're part of this bubble in which we've set up. And if you want to cut to the chase and really get some information that can help you grow, you're always welcome to email us at studiopodcasttraining@gmail.com. Studiopodcasttraining@gmail.com. It's a podcast training that's geared for you to be, of course, in a home studio, but mainly any recording studio. And if you're in California, you can always meet with us at any one of the satellite studios that we could connect with. And you can come in and we could give you some hands-on training. Okay, everybody? Please make sure to do that. Where'd I got another one clicked here? I got Susie on. All right, so this, as of right now, this is probably the last time that you'll be able to see us do what I just did today.
They're probably breathing a sigh of relief at the moment.
They're kind of like, I just wasted while going in and out of this thing with this guy, and there's nothing about narcissism and stuff like that, because this is normally something that you would find in our members only TV part of the channel. Everybody, please, I mentioned 3 people, but I need you to also, again, go to Miroslava and check the description of this particular video for the links to get a hold of her, as well as so you can make sure to get a hold of Miroslava that way. And you're also going to be able to get a hold of Claudetta that way. I'm going to put those links in there. Probably within the next hour or so, you'll get the links. If not, look for their channels on YouTube and just hit the YouTube search. Appreciate everybody being here, everybody being a part of the show, all the above. Look, we got something right across our face.
I know, that's so cool.
That's because I've been hanging out with you. You're such a liar. So
Yeah.
yeah, he is. So
Yeah.
everyone, please make sure you support everyone that's connected with this channel, people that are a part of the New Attitude TV Network. Yes, many of you who've been loyal and sticking around since we got started in August of 2020. We appreciate it. But we've always been a place for people to learn how to use YouTube and how to use Instagram in an affordable, fair, and reasonable way. And then you pick up your momentum, and then you don't need us anymore. But you're always welcome to come and be a guest on our channel and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to. I actually want to go as long as so to see if you pass out. That hasn't happened yet. By the way, anybody, if you want to start a podcast, you can get some exclusive training to do that. We won't scare you. We may dress up incognito and try to be like a spy, super podcast spy. I just made that up. Anyhow, I'm just pushing buttons over here that I got. And everybody, please make sure you support this lady. I'm using them all up now because I'm gonna clear them all out of here in a minute when I get done. Make sure you connect with this beautiful woman here, the Tough Love Podcast. I just made that up. I didn't ask her permission. She can, but make sure you connect with the lady herself, Claudetta Griffith. And let's see what else I got here. I got a bunch of stuff. Hey, you haven't passed out yet. Oh wait, I got this one. I haven't decided what I'm gonna use it for. Everybody, watch this one. Here we go. I'm gonna put this up. And you're like, she's like, Mom's calling me. I gotta go. All right, here we go. Don't I just got it. I have no idea. I found it and I got it. I'm just gonna use it for something. I don't know yet. Hey, look what I got too. I got this one too. This one I'm gonna use.
Oh, that one's cool.
That one's cool, huh?
Yeah.
Everybody's watching this going, okay, this is what I would do. I would torture her when Gemma comes on, and we're not talking about Imperfect TV the way you may think and other stuff. And then I got this one. So what is that like when you watch yourself back?
Yeah, you know I don't like watching myself back.
But you still send me stuff, so I'm not gonna not use it. So,
I know.
What else I got in here? What else I got?
So you're just gonna sit there making me cringe inwardly.
But they can't see you. Here, we'll put it up and put you out of your misery. We'll put Crystal up. And it's a Crystal. Crystal and Susie are together, everybody. So please feel free to check that out.
Causing mayhem.
It's what I was thinking too. I was trying to think of a nice way to say it. But they said they're going to be on their best behavior. So
do you believe
they may
that?
or may not. No, I don't believe them.
No,
they may or may not. They may or may not give us some live, or they may just record stuff. If they're going to do whatever they're going to do, but if they decide to go live, I'm either going to check it out or I'll be part of it or whatever it may happen. And I just keep my police scanner on for Florida, just to make sure that I just don't hear anything. Okay. I'll see you later. Go to bed. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody here with something. And then, no, I'm not. I'm saying goodbye now. I'll see you guys later. Let's see you guys later. Same way I would. I'm just like, I'm out of here, people. All right. Say goodbye to everybody. Say goodbye. All right. We'll see you guys.
Bye.
Hey, see you later, people. Bye. Beat it. Just kidding. Hey, we love you. But you people, you need to go. Right? Enjoy this. Because it's going to be gone soon.